You made some bad picks today. We all did. The good news is you've got 2 hours to laugh about your poor decisions before you have to ruin your Sunday. Nick DiMartino is cracking the mic and pouring the drinks for the only sports show where we admit we don't know anything and then bet on it anyway. Welcome into the Saturday night edition of the ETB Lounge, where the takes are bad, but the jokes are even worse. Only live on the Empty the Bench Network. Now, here's your bartender of banter for the evening, Nick DiMartino.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Sorry, I forgot to unmute my mic. 39, 40 people. This number's going up. It's like looking at the COVID death count. I'm just seeing the numbers go up and up and up.
Let's go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in to another edition of the weekend edition of ETB Lounge. I'm Nick Martino. That's Nick Morgeson. That's Ben Cruz. That's John Ladder. And here is Liam. He just joined.
Kind of.
There's so many people, I can't help them join. I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, wait. There we go.
There you go. All right. So, I see Ben's repping his Patriots jersey. I guess the Patriots handled the snow a little better than you did driving.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. It's all right, Ben. It wasn't your fault. The other guy was at fault. So,
yeah.
That's
You're
all.
okay. So I feel okay to make jokes about it.
Yeah, that's okay.
It could be worse. As long as he's alive and kicking, that's all that matters.
He's alive. He's not hurt. Everything's okay. I don't know if the car's okay, but
No,
he's
it's
okay.
definitely fine. It's definitely fine.
Hey,
for sure.
even the car is okay. So
Hey,
therefore,
no,
everybody's
you're
okay.
alive. That's all that matters.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't know how I made it in the snow. First of all, I think that how you feel about snow is a very good proxy of maturity. If you love snow, you are a child. I don't have respect for anybody over the age of 12 who loves snow. When you're an adult, you see snow as a nuisance.
It's true. I probably
100%.
shoveled about a foot of it today. So
Yeah, it's completely miserable. You can follow. Wait, let me just give the plugs. You can follow this show at the ETB Lounge. You can follow across social media. You can follow at the Empty the Bench Network at ETB Network across social media. You can follow Callan at Callan Mac Sports. Dino at Dino Talby _ETB. You can follow. They're not even here. Who cares? You can follow Nick at N Morgeson Radio.
There we go.
Ben, there you go. Ben at Ben Cruz 144. I think I've plugged that one a lot.
My other one. It's a new one.
His account got hacked.
Yes.
His account got hacked. Somebody's trying to be you.
Yes.
Yeah. So B Cruz 90. Yeah. So I'm
Okay,
a
B
mess,
Cruz
man.
90.
I'm a mess.
Wait, John, where can we find you on Instagram at?
You could find me at John_Ladder.
Okay, that's a simple one at John_Ladder.
Yeah, JON.
LADDER.
Yeah.
I think that's how you spell the regular. I don't know. Is it regular ladder? LATTER?
No. LADDER.
LADDER is how we find you. And you can follow Liam at Liam. What is your Instagram?
And my Instagram is my Instagram is Liam82797.
82797. Okay. And you can follow me on Twitter at Nick DMart and on Instagram at nick.dmartino.9. Of course, Callan has to tell everybody he's in California and didn't get snow. So
Must be nice.
I didn't know Callan was in California until he mentioned it for like the 101st time.
Wait, I thought you were going to say at least you have your education.
Yeah.
Sorry, Callan. You know I like you.
Hey, but you know what? You get earthquakes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. And fires.
Hurricane.
Fires too. So you
Yeah.
could have used some snow a year ago. So here's my monologue, which I slightly had to I had to slightly alter, but a lot of the same stuff is there. I wasn't here last week because I was in Vegas. I was down roughly Lane Kiffin's buyout.
Oof.
You could also say I was, in other words, that's roughly 3 water bottles at Yankee Stadium.
It's true.
My picks were about as accurate as CJ Stroud trying to complete a forward pass.
Oh, jeez.
You can say I was the Jim Cramer of Vegas.
Oh, yes.
Was good.
I went 0-6 with my picks, and I would have been 0-7 had I stuck around for the national championship game. I should have known my picks wouldn't hit when I saw I had the exact same picks as Mike Francesa.
Oh, wait a second.
Well, so the Patriots have had the Patriots were able to get to Drake May. The Patriots were able to get to the Super Bowl with their offense basically not doing anything. Last week, what was I going to look, I've doubted the Texans all year. I've said they're overrated and their offense sucks. But CJ Stroud was terrible. I didn't think their offense would move about as smoothly as FDR if you pushed him out of his wheelchair.
Oh.
And look, CJ Stroud didn't even need to play that well, but he had the coordination of Henry Ruggs when he gets behind the wheel.
Oh.
Wow.
Are these too far?
No. I
No.
I didn't think so. You see, I have more, John, I have more leeway here than I do at Pizza Town.
Do you have your bottle?
What?
You got there it is. Oh, that's a different one. That's an upgrade.
Stroud looked like he hadn't even seen an NFL defense before. He looked completely stunned. He looked like Sharon Moore when his wife asked to see his phone.
Oh.
Yo.
And since the Broncos prevailed against the Bills and it cost Sean McDermott his job, I'm not surprised that they'd fire him after his 9th season. I'd figured they'd give him between 9 to 11 seasons.
Wow.
Oh, geez.
And it wasn't.
Oh boy.
And it wasn't without help from the refs. I couldn't help but notice that Josh Allen handled the ball about as carefully as Michael Jackson handles newborn babies.
Oh.
No.
I feel like this catch or no catch controversy is like the abortion of football plays. Everybody's on one side or the other. The NFL world is split 50-50. On one side is saying it's a catch, and the other side is saying it's not a catch until he carries it to term.
Oh.
I feel like we're on HBO. Like fucking Bill Maher. Oh shit.
Hey,
Well, I had to change it around a little bit.
Yeah, no, I
because
love it.
too many stuff happened since.
Yeah.
And look, I lost all my bets, and I had the over in the Bears-Rams game. And I will say, my biggest issue with the interception that Caleb Williams threw is that it was too aggressive. Time was not of the essence. They never should have gone for the kill shot in overtime. I feel like that play, I felt like that was like the unsolicited dick pic of play calls.
Oh boy.
It was
that would get you canceled today.
things were going pretty smoothly. And then they went for it too late. And it killed the whole thing. It's like that Seinfeld episode when Elaine was on a date and the guy took it out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sitting next to when I went to Westgate to watch that game, and I was sitting next to a couple of big Bears fans. And right after the game ended, they just got up and walked out. Now I know how you feel on Forecast every week.
I mean, seriously, I railed on Bears fans last week, and apparently the Bears fans at our network didn't like it, so they messaged me privately behind the scenes and said, and I'm like, can you leave your bias to the side? No, the Bears are the best team. No, they're not the best team. Stop.
What were they on the last Forecast?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were.
Well, the Football Forecast is very disproportionately Bears fans.
Bears fans, Jets fans. Anybody else? No, those are the only ones that have multiple fans on it, right?
Giants.
Yeah. Giants, you're right.
Yeah.
How can I forget the Giants? They're doing much better than we are. At least they have a coach.
They at least have a coach. Look, Jets,
They do have
Giants,
a coach for now.
Yeah, no. Jets Giants though makes sense. Most of us are from the Northeast. The Bears, but here's the thing: we're not so biased in favor of the Jets and the Giants the same way the Bears fans are for the Bears. It's not quite the same thing. I mean, how many of us pick the Jets as the lock of the week every single week?
Never. Even in the Jets Falcons game, which I gave them a chance, I took the under and got blown up.
Not even for a touchdown on FanDuel.
I wouldn't.
No, you'll fucking lose.
Look, we're a bunch of Jet fans, or many of us are Jet fans here.
I like it.
And I am, and people are talking about like Sam Darnold going to the Super Bowl and everything, and how that looks bad for the Jets. It actually looks a million times worse, I think, for the Vikings. They are the dumbest franchise on earth.
Yeah.
They won 14 games with him last year and then moved on from him.
Mm-hmm.
And ended up and they went with JJ McCarthy. I mean, I don't know why they believed in JJ McCarthy. There's a video of his dad touching his girlfriend's ass. The national championship game.
He tried to do it in one of those ways where he's just like, oh, let me reach over here and see if anything.
That's great.
And of course, there's a camera everywhere now where you go out.
Everywhere.
Yeah, let me just reach over here and like just go like this. No one will notice.
Yeah, so the Vikings, they're the dumbest team. They have to be the dumbest team in football. Sam Darnold wins them 14 games, has an amazing year, and they thought they'd be better without him. The Jets at least had reason to believe they'd be better without him. Even though a lot of it was their fault, they at least had reason to believe it at the time. The Vikings, I mean, he had a better year this year than he even did last year.
I mean, at least he wasn't seeing ghosts.
Look, I'm rooting for Sammy D.
Are you?
I am. Here's the thing. We failed him. He didn't fail us.
Correct.
I mean, it's fair, but
second of all, he's playing New England. I think every Jet fan is rooting for Darnold. Not only is every Jet fan rooting for Darnold. What did he say? I didn't hear him.
Say it again.
Yeah, you can say it, Nick.
No, you say it. You're the one who said it.
I think, I said I wouldn't think against you guys not rooting for us.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean,
you guys are Jets fans. I would feel the same way if the other way was around.
Well, there's going to be a lot of Seahawk fans in the next couple of weeks. There's going to be a lot of them. They're going to come out of the woodwork.
Nick, Callan keeps asking me about this. So he said, Morgan, can you pull up the stat about the Seahawks making or winning the Super Bowl in a season where a new pope is elected? This happens. The last time a new pope was elected, the Seahawks won the Super Bowl.
Damn it! All right, Callan, I'm cooked.
Well, here's the thing, though. If the Bears had made the Super Bowl, everybody would be like, "Well, it's because the Pope is a Bears fan."
True.
That's true. You're right.
I guess it could have gone either way. No, I'm rooting for Darnold, though. I'm rooting for Darnold, and it's not just because. Not only is every Jet fan I know rooting for Darnold, they probably would say that the number 3 pick in the draft for Darnold is worth it if it just stops New England from winning a Super Bowl. Like, if we can't win a Super Bowl, that's the next best thing, is stopping the Patriots from winning another one.
Or you could just be mad at Dante Moore because he just told his agent to go talk to every team in the first couple of picks and just said, the Jets are going to draft me. Okay, I'll go back to school and make another $5 or $6 million in NIL.
I think it would have gone back to school anyway. He was only in college for 3 years. Quarterbacks never – he's 20 years old. Not many quarterbacks come out that early anyway.
Or you could pull a Carson Beck.
Well, Carson Beck is older than Dante Moore. And here's the thing. Dante Moore is a quarterback. Quarterbacks are in a position of leadership. Why do we expect 20 and 21-year-olds to have these positions of leadership on professional sports teams?
Well,
sorry. That was me. Sorry.
I am all for Sam Darnold, I got to say. I mean, like, whether you're a Jet fan or not, like, Nick, what you're saying, you're right. We did not deserve him. We failed him. The system has failed. I would love to see him go on. I don't know a lot of people that want to see the Patriots fans. except for you, Ben. Bless your heart. I am a fucking Jet fan. I'm even wearing my Patriot gear because I like to support them. You know what I mean? So I'm all in. But come on, are you fucking kidding me, man? I mean, like, obviously Denver was not going to do it because we all got excited the first fucking touchdown. There's a shot, but I think we could see the future. I think we know what's going to happen. Look, and I'm hoping Seattle. I am fucking praying that somehow, we could fucking take this. But I don't know.
I kind of like Seattle in this game, though.
It's exciting. It's different. It's fun.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say Seattle being in it is different and fun, but having somebody like Darnold is different. He's almost like the reverse Russell Wilson. I've never seen a quarterback be deemed a bust and then just redeem his reputation completely. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No, it's crazy. I mean, like, I look at this, and this is not even a knock on like Jet fans, but like, I remember when Darnold was younger and we went into MetLife and won. I think it was the game where Belichick decided to laugh on the sideline after basically just kept him doing the punts. Like, I think it was like the 33 to like nothing game. And I'm like, I don't know how this dude is going to be even worth it in the league. But then eventually he went somewhere where he was small. And I agree with you, Nick, in terms of the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings, they like got a perfect thing going. Kevin O'Connell, I think, is a very good play caller. They got one of the best receivers in the game in Justin Jefferson. We look at Jefferson now. The dude looks like he wants to go leave the place so many times because he's seen JJ McCarthy. And I'm just like, well, he could have had Sam Darnold the way he was doing it last year, cooking with him. I don't know, but I think it's going to be a tough game. I said off air that we're 3.5-point underdogs. But I mean, this team has definitely exceeded. I think it's exceeded a lot of people's expectations personally. Whether you want to say that the easy schedule narrative or whatever type of stuff, which I can understand from people's outside point of view. But Mike Vrabel being the coach, I think was a great hire. People obviously kind of would think about that. It was a great hire.
He's great.
And to get that, I think could potentially be what the Giants could be having with Harbaugh coming up soon, in which they could be potentially, building up for sure. And I think obviously the weather today was a massive port. People want to say, well, Drake only threw for 80 yards. You look at the overall weather that was happening. It was a freaking blizzard.
There's a blizzard out there.
Threw for 133 yards.
Right, but a lot of those 133 yards was on a massive deep ball. And then basically it was like the next drive after it, maybe a couple passes. You don't look at that overall game and say Jared Stidham 133 yards. It was like, wow, like it was impressive per se.
They could have won that game though.
Yeah, he was looking good at first.
Maybe if Sean Payton wasn't such an idiot, they could have won that game.
Well, I think, for him going on the fourth down, the Patriots could have been down by 2 scores and it could have been worse from there. But he went for it. Look at McVay going for it in the NFC Championship game. They could have been only down by 1. We got a break there. But,
not taking the field goal early in that game also probably killed them.
You've seen so many coaches.
That's what I'm talking about.
You've seen so many coaches, not taking points in these playoffs. And, thankfully that Payne decided to go for it. And our defense, finally woke up because the defense for us definitely wasn't. I also think, playing a backup quarterback, sometimes it takes a little bit of time to kind of get adjusted in terms of what they want to run.
Yeah. Because he had a week? Maybe not even a week.
A full week to prepare.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Actually.
Yeah, he had 8 days. Yeah.
Yeah. But in terms of them actually, he hasn't played an actual game in 2 years. So you don't know what type of, game plan you're going to have for a guy.
I think 24, right? 2024 was the last time he played a full game.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I do really want to have Bo Nix play. I'm not going to lie. If Bo Nix did play, I feel like we could have been cooked in this one with the way things were going. But you don't know because this weather was so impactful. It was a defensive battle on both sides. It was, I wish I took the under in forecast, but I wasn't expecting it to be going crazy blizzard temperatures and then the second half. And,
it's 2 top defenses, though.
Our defense. I mean, Drake May, I think for most of this whole entire season was a big part to where we are. And then it's
I agree.
obviously ironic where Drake obviously didn't have a great playoffs, but our defense, which was kind of struggling in the second half, really carried us. So, I mean, people want to say what they want to say. I mean, the fact is that the team is back, and in year 2, Drake May, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, definitely, I do think that there's a chance to, we'll see what happens. But
do you think Vrabel's coach of the year? I think he's up for it.
Yeah, I think he's going to win it.
He's a contender, I think.
He's a contender. I also, frankly, I don't care that much.
It's not a big deal.
Who wins coach of the year? But yes, I think Vrabel is up there.
I'm more interested in MVP, not coach of the year.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Brian Daboll won coach of the year. I guess anybody could win that.
I mean, go ask Kevin Stefanski how that worked out.
Well, Kevin Stefanski. Speaking of Kevin Stefanski, we can talk about this. Jamel Hill was not happy with the.
Oh
with
my
the
God! Did you see the tirade she went on social media? She basically was saying it's a black community, a black whatever, and like she just started and said like, "Oh, Deion Sanders, this," and
well, first of all, hiring a coach because a lot of the fans might like it is one of the dumbest things you could possibly do.
Of course it is.
They just had a black coach too.
Yeah, it didn't work out very well. but hiring Deion Sanders for that reason would be the stupidest thing possible. And based on perception about like how he treated Shedeur Sanders, it's like I don't care about perception. Like, is it true or not?
Here's the tweet because I found it. Harry Douglas was absolutely right. None of the Falcons fans I know liked the Stefanski hire. He had a losing record in Cleveland, and they didn't like how he handled the Shedeur Sanders situation.
Who doesn't have a losing record in Cleveland?
The whole world does.
What?
They love Deion in the ATL. It's a black city with one of the blackest fan bases in the NFL, and they have a black quarterback on their roster. So a lot of ATL fans are side-eyeing this hire. Wait,
but so by that logic, so then the Vikings should always have a white coach?
Always.
I guess
Based
so.
on that, yes.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they should have a Somali coach, but
so then people are calling her out in the comments, and then she backtracks, which is what everybody does when they make a dumb comment. Where did I say I have an issue with Stefanski? I said ATL fans.
But like, how does
she did say Atlanta fans?
Yeah,
I wish you would just say Atlanta.
How many Atlanta fans does she even know, though?
Probably none.
Who made her spokesperson for all Atlanta fans? I mean, look, I know a lot of Jet fans. I know a lot of Giant fans. She's not from Atlanta. She doesn't live there. What does she know about Atlanta? How many Atlanta Falcons fans does she even
I think
know?
she grew up in Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. Also, So
I don't know what she knows about.
Do you remember, though, what got her in trouble at ESPN? Well, there's a lot of things that got her in trouble. But do you remember when she made the comments about Jerry and the Dallas Cowboys on First Take? And ESPN went after it, said, you can't make fun of the Cowboys because we have to talk about them on 10 million shows every single day because that's how we make our money. But she made some ridiculous comment and she got reprimanded for it. And I'm trying to see if I can find it. But
about the Cowboys? I don't remember that.
It was about Jerry and about money and the way the NFL was handled. And I don't know. I'm trying to find it.
I don't remember that.
I'm trying to see if I can find it. Keep going. I'll find it.
Hey, guys, really quickly, I just want to say something about the Super Bowl. I don't know. Has the Super Bowl ever had a coaching matchup where it's been both the same guy's first name, Mike versus Mike?
It's had to have happened before.
Okay, I found it. In October 2017, ESPN suspended Jamel Hill for 2 weeks following tweets encouraging a boycott for the Dallas Cowboys advertiser.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
That's the one I was referring to.
No, I think it was something like, it was something, but the reason was, it was something, it wasn't because it was the Dallas Cowboys.
It had to do with the players kneeling. It had to do with that.
Right. Wait, hold on a second.
Wait, with Jerry Jones, when he was saying that no Cowboy is going to kneel or something?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
No. That's not what you did.
No, but it says the tweets were in response to Jerry Jones' statement that players who knelt during the national anthem would not play.
Oh, I remember that.
It was because she encouraged a boycott, not of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
Of Dallas Cowboys advertisers who are also ESPN's advertisers.
Yes. And they basically said, no, you're not affecting our bottom line.
No, you can't do that. That's written in fine print. You can't go on social media with hundreds of thousands of followers and tell people to boycott advertisers.
Can we just call ESPN the Dallas Cowboys network because they just talk about the Dallas Cowboys 24/7?
I'll defend them for a second. The reason they talk about the Cowboys so much is because the Cowboys have a lot of fans. They're a huge fan base.
They don't win anything, though.
That's not the point, though. Winning things doesn't determine how big of a story you are. I mean, look, the Yankees haven't won anything in 16 years. They're still the biggest story in New York. So,
let them know, Nick.
What?
You were saying that the Yankees haven't been in the World Series.
It's fine.
I said, Cook, let them know.
At least I'm not. At least I'm not like two Bears fans on here where I defend them even when they're shitty teams.
Sure. No, you're right about that.
No, I thought the funniest thing was watching the Bears win because you were just on such ultimate copium.
I was.
It was ultimate copium. Like you went to Twitter and you were just like you wanted to put an asterisk next to the Packers win. You were like, you're celebrating too much. Ben Johnson shouldn't be this happy.
Oh, Nick, you had to be there when we were actually watching in real time against the Rams. Nick was about to lose his shit. It was crazy.
I was in such a great mood when the Rams won, and I could see Caleb walk off the field dejected.
Look, at that point, I didn't feel. Look, at that point in overtime, I didn't care. I wanted the game to go to overtime because I had the over in that game, and that was my only hope of the over hitting.
Fair.
I actually also had the Rams first half, and I lost that bet too. I lost everything.
It was 10-10 in the first half, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I would have won I would have won it though if the Rams had scored a touchdown instead of kicked the field goal.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I would have won that.
That makes sense. More unnecessary wagers on the list.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just unnecessary wagers is a way of life.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's not just a podcast. And the crap tables, they were ice cold until maybe Saturday.
Makes
and
sense.
Sunday, the day I was leaving. They were ice cold for most of my trip. Then they got a little better. Sometimes, when you're at the table and somebody Liam understands this because he gambles, but I don't think any of you other guys understand this.
I do. I've played at the tables before.
You play craps?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you know how when you're at the table,
roulette.
You know how if you're at the table, things are going really well, and then some guy walks up and
does he say don't roll a 7 or don't roll a 7 or whatever that stupid?
Well, one time I had a guy. I was at a table and we were on a good roll, and then the guy says 6-7.
No,
he says 6-7.
No,
and then the next roll was a 7.
No, that's what I'm talking about. No, this is
not.
No, this is a true story. Like it's some weird superstition that, like, if you're on a long roll, and I didn't learn when I went to Vegas for my 21st birthday, and I'm there with my brother playing craps because he knows it. He knows how to do all the side stuff. I could give two shits. I just literally either throw on the numbers or on the line or whatever. And I was rolling for like 20 minutes. And of course, stupidly, because I was the first time I was playing, I said, "Oh, I hope I don't roll a 7."
Don't say that.
I know that now, but at the time I didn't know that. So,
well, Nick, when they actually did they actually did the actual thing?
No, this was way before that.
That was a thing.
Way before that was a thing.
When I turned 21, that wasn't a thing.
But you know what gets me nervous? Like, because I'm rolling for the 20. People are like throwing stacks of money out. Like people who are like professional craps players. It seems like they're just stacking.
No such thing as a professional craps player.
You know what I mean. It's a joke, but I'm saying like, they were just stacking bets like crazy. There had to be thousands of dollars on this table as I'm rolling. And I'm like, oh God, I feel like I'm going to get attacked if I roll a 7 on this table. And I'm like, that's why I said don't roll a 7. And then I rolled 7 and I cleared the entire table out.
That's the worst.
That is the worst feeling.
The worst feeling is when you're rolling or if you're on the other side and you can't see the dice. I can't stand it sometimes when the dealers don't call out the number and you just gotta go by the vibe to the table and figure out what hit.
And then you have somebody who just like throws the chips across the table, and I don't get how the dealers know, like, because I guess they just have instinct.
They're amazing. The dealers are it's so difficult to do that job because you have a bunch of people barking at you
and combos you have to remember and all this stuff. And like my brother did this, he's like such and such combo and threw it out the table, and they just went like this, like they know, and I'm like, how?
They're that good at it.
I was like, well, I guess if they're doing it for a living, I guess.
Well, they're trained. But some dealers in Vegas and Atlantic City, I think are really good. But if you go on like a cruise or something like that, or if you go to like casinos in different places, they're not as good. Like the dealers at like Mohegan, they're not as good as they are in Vegas or Atlantic City.
But don't you have different rules on cruises also compared to casinos?
Yes. Cruises, generally, if the 2 dice don't hit the back table, it doesn't count.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Even if you roll a 7, it doesn't count. Nothing counts unless both dice hit the back table.
The funniest thing to me is when the dice goes flying off the table, and then they have to go pick it up and they start examining it like it's a crystal, like because they're looking.
Examine it.
Well, because they have to know if it's faux dice or not, if it's fucked up, whatever.
Oh no, I know, but I'm just saying it's like they're looking at it like it's like $1 million crystal. Trying to see
the pit boss always looks at it because look, you never know what somebody's trying to do to scam the casino.
I get that. And then my favorite is when they're really superstitious rolling the dice, they turn it to a certain number before they pick the dice up and roll it.
And they try it like a bunch of times and they waste so much time just
Never
trying
works.
to get the dice.
What do they?
The right number.
I don't know what they do. I've seen some people actually turn it to a 7 each time. I'm like,
or they like roll it against the wall until they get like a number they like.
If there was a way to win like that at craps, casinos wouldn't exist because they would just be bankrupted. So
seriously, right?
Like none of that like works.
That's why it doesn't make sense. Like gambler superstition doesn't make any sense.
I would like to see a dealer with like some kind of personality because every time I go. They're just like very like numb, like they're at a fucking DMV, just like very still face. Like I would like some kind of vibe.
In line like you do at the DMV. I think at the DMV they get off watching you wait in line.
Yeah, definitely. I would if I worked at a DMV.
They make you go to the back of the line and then wait again.
Well, technically, they get paid to watch you stand online. So
that's basically. That's basically what it looks like.
They definitely get satisfaction by saying, "Oh, you got to go on that line." If you waited like fucking 30 minutes to go on this line,
you didn't
get happy.
You didn't get the eye test. You got to go to this line. Or sorry, you didn't check that you wanted your organs donated when you die.
I'm an organ donor. I'm really big on organ donation. I don't need my organs when I'm gone.
Well, you donate more to the casino, so your donation is already filled.
Look, I don't need my organs when I die are about as useless as Iowa's offensive coordinator.
Oof. Fair. That's fair.
So the way I see it is, I'm an organ donor. I don't need my organs. But some people think that they're gonna like not save you if you're an organ donor.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I mean, I get it. I just don't think it's true. Maybe I'll change my mind if I see stories about that.
I think I am a donor. I'm not even sure. I don't remember. I could be.
Just check your license.
In line and check.
Just check your license.
Yeah, check your license. It should be on your license.
Usually.
Yeah. Oh, it's in the car in my driveway, and I'm not gonna read for the stuff. Fucking sucks.
It says whereabouts in Vegas? I spent most of my time at Mandalay Bay.
I stayed there before.
And Luxor. It's mostly look, Mandalay was dead.
But by the way, I have a question. I've never seen someone do this. You go to Vegas and stay at one casino.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
You do.
You got to mix it up.
And Luxor is right next to it too, by the way. So
no, we didn't do that. We didn't stay. We stayed at Mandalay. We didn't.
Where did you play? When you said the tables were hot, where did you play?
We played at Mandalay, Luxor, New York.
Okay, so we did move a little.
And MGM Grand and Westgate. We went to we didn't stay at one casino. No.
Did you go to the old strip and the new strip, or did you stay on one?
We just stayed on. What's the new strip?
The old strip. You talk about downtown.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is that like where Westgate is?
No,
No.
Or
it's pretty far. It's not that. It's like a
Old
couple
Vegas
miles
or
off.
something they call it.
Yeah.
I forgot what they call it.
no, we didn't go there. We just stayed. We just stayed on the Strip. But
How was the food on the trip? Did you go to
downtown
some
is
of the
where
places?
the food is amazing, but yeah, downtown is where the Golden Nugget is. I need to go to the Golden Nugget like I need a hole in the head.
Jeez, that is like one of the oldest casinos around.
Oh my god, it's old. It's old. It's cheap. I mean, everything about it is old. Even the waitresses that work there are
Oh,
old.
jeez. You know what I did check out when I went? I had to go check out the Rio because I wanted to see, because that's where the World Series of Poker was played on TV.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm like, all right, I'll check out the Rio, but it felt old, like compared to everything
It
else.
was really old. Yeah.
It was like shit.
Westgate used to be called. What was the Westgate called? It's newer now. What was it called? It was a more jerk sounding name. It was.
Let's see. Oh, it was called the International Hotel.
Wasn't it the Hilton? I think it was the
Yes,
Hilton.
yeah. It was the Las Vegas Hilton is what it
Yeah,
used
it
to be.
was. Yeah.
God, who stays in a Hilton anymore?
And there's actually there's actually like a Woody Harrelson movie
Oh, is
where
there?
it takes
Yeah.
place when it was called that. And I saw the sports book, and it's like it's renovated now, but I could see like, oh, that's the sports book. The only thing good about Westgate is that they have a sports book. The
That's
really
it?
nice sports book. That's it. Everything else about the casino is it's not a super popular casino anymore. Not a lot of people are going there. It's a lot of locals actually
That sounds about right.
go to that casino. It's not, but from my experience, I thought Mandalay was a little. I thought it was a little dead. I actually was able to get a seat at the sports book like 5 minutes before the Bills Broncos game started.
That's impressive.
That's how dead it was.
So, did you go to any of like the chef places, or did you check out any of like? Because a lot of Food Network hosts that have great places to eat down there.
Wolfgang Puck's place.
I've gone there.
That
In
place
Vegas.
is really good. It's also like the food in Vegas is so unbelievably expensive. I was
Oh,
like,
It is.
I suffered a stroke looking at those prices. Like,
I'm trying to think.
it's like you you look at some of these steaks that they serve. Now I didn't get the steak. I understand steak is expensive, but it's like $88 for like a steak.
Actually,
It's crazy.
Robert Irvine has a place in Mandalay Bay. Did you see that?
Yeah, I didn't go there. Wait, what's that one called?
It's a brunch place. I'm trying to look it up.
Did you go to the Sphere? Did you see it?
No, I won't
Wow.
support James Dolan.
Yeah. Well, no. Oh, now you got to run for the hills because now you went against him. He's going to use.
Yeah, he's going to use facial recognition technology.
Technology.
Not allow me into Madison Square Garden.
Exactly. Oh, it's called Robert Irvine's Public House.
Oh, yeah, I never went there. There's a lot of good places at Mandalay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of this. I know Bobby Flay has a place down there. Oh, did you go to Ramsey's places?
Oh, the Hell's Kitchen thing?
No.
Hell's Kitchen is
Where's
good.
that?
Yeah.
Mandalay?
No,
Hell's Kitchen's in Caesars.
in Caesars.
No, I didn't go to Caesars. Though we went to Caesars that one time, and at least 2 or 3 guys tried selling us Coke.
Caesars is, yeah, Caesars is
Wait,
spot.
really?
Well, that wasn't even. Can we talk about the other thing?
Yeah, we can talk about the
It
other.
was
thing.
also there was no less than 50 prostitutes in the
Oh shit!
lobby, but they don't. But they like sit down next to you.
Did you get the
And-
cards?
No, they sit down next to you at the bar, and they have facial recognition that recognizes them at the casino. So the security will come over and ask them for ID, and they don't have ID obviously on them. So then they kick them out. But
I
it
didn't know
hap-
that was a thing.
It
We
happens
figured it
often.
out. It was pattern recognition, and the thing with them is that you
It
don't.
happened like 4 times throughout the night.
It's not the
Wow.
most obvious thing in the world right
No.
away, but it
Once you
becomes
recognize it.
circumstantial that you figure out that they're prostitutes.
Once you recognize it, it's very obvious.
That's
Yeah.
the way they're dressed, obviously.
No. It's
No,
not that.
because there's a lot of women dressed like that in Vegas.
Yeah.
They don't look out of place at all.
No, they don't. But eventually, like you can figure it out. Like they're like by themselves, and then like they try striking up a conversation about like the weather.
Oh, that's great.
The way they'll do it is like, no offense to DiMartino, but like there's like a woman at a bar and like we were walking over and she said the woman was like super hot and she like was like to Nick, she was like, come sit down next to me, like, oh, it was like the most obvious, like, who would ever do this, like, not just to Nick, just in general, but
obviously she's never done it before.
Yeah, it was just...
I was in Atlantic City when I was younger for my very first time, and I'm hanging out with my friends, and I'm sitting down playing roulette, and then some girl comes up to me. She goes, "Hey, how's it going?" I go, "Hey, how are you?" She goes, "Do you want to get out of here?" I go, "Yeah." I go, "Okay," because I was younger, and then she goes, "Okay, it's $200." And the first thing I said to her, I said, "Oh, you're a whore." I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were a whore.
I thought you would have said
so
cash
shocking
or
to me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
200.
Jesus, 200.
Yeah, and then I have to piggyback on the Vegas thing. We were in Vegas a couple of years ago because we saw you two at the Sphere and we went to a punk rock thing. And we're walking down the street and girls just give you like cards. It looks like a baseball card. And it would say like Shelly, Lana, blah, blah, blah. So by the time you walk one block, you have 5 cards. And it's all these different names. So then you go to another block. So me and my friend were hanging out with drunk. So I had like Betty, Elisa, some girls give me a card. I go, no, I'll trade you Betty for Lisa. And I kept on trading them. And they were so confused. They didn't know what was happening. Whenever they would give me a card, I would give them 2 back. Fucking weirdest thing.
Oh, man.
So funny. Yeah, it's different.
Isn't it all legal in Nevada?
No, I think Caruth or Peruth. Isn't Peruth like the legal, technically? I'm
looking it up.
Peruth County or something?
Even if it is, they don't want it in casinos.
It's not. It's illegal in Vegas.
So
yeah, Vegas it is, but in Nevada, isn't it like Peruth? That's where it's technically like the ranches and all that shit.
Oh, the bunny ranch stuff?
Yeah.
I'm looking this up, but I have no idea. To be honest, I would really know that answer.
And then I had no idea when you walk down the streets that you got to go up these fucking stairs just across the street just to go down. I had no clue.
Yeah.
It was like
okay, that. John, you'll be interested. Prostitution is legal in 10 of Nevada's 17 counties.
Okay.
There you go.
And not including the county that Vegas is in?
I'm trying to look that up now. Let's see. Oh, wait. It is legal in the one that contains Vegas.
Oh, okay. So I guess Rick Pitino could have been the UNLV head coach.
Could have.
Which, by the way, so just speaking of James Dolan, I don't know if you guys saw this. I know you like the NBA, but so last night I had, or whatever it was yesterday afternoon, I had Knicks laying 2.5 against the Sixers, and the Knicks were up by a bunch. The Sixers came way back, and then the Knicks, I went down to AC last night for the fights. So the Knicks went up 6, and I got into the car because they were up 6 with 40 seconds left. And when I turned it on, the Sixers were inbounding the ball to tie the game. The Knicks purposely fouled the Sixers, and they just completely didn't call it at all, which would have lost me the bet because they would have hit 2 free throws. And then because they thought it was a foul, Maxey just like threw the ball. Well, it happened twice. Yeah, they tried to foul Embiid, and then he didn't do it. And then they tried to foul Maxey, but like clearly fouled him too, and they just like completely didn't call it.
Oh, come on. You don't know the fix is in the NBA by now?
No, not at all.
I don't think the fix. I think the refs just screwed up.
I was looking at that shot Maxey had, and I said to myself, I'm like, was he purposely trying to shoot that? Because it didn't seem like he was trying to shoot that shot.
That's what I call the James Harden, where you purposely just try to throw a ball up and to get fouled.
And then he was bitching out.
What?
I think he thought the play was stopped.
Oh.
He thought he was fouled, and then he just like threw it up in the air.
Because I'm looking, I'm like, why would he shoot that?
Go ask Tim Donaghy how that worked out.
Well,
Nick, I told you about the email I had with him, right?
Yeah, you wanted to get him on.
I love that
on the podcast.
Stipend.
He demanded that you pay
he demanded a $500 stipend if I wanted him on Press Row, our podcast, and I'm like, dude, if I wanted to pay someone who's going to destroy sports, I'll go find someone else. I don't need you.
Would you have asked him why he had 96 calls with Scott Foster like during?
Yeah.
half time.
Totally. Oh, I'm not afraid. I would have asked him everything.
He was like in the documentary. They were talking about like how he had like 100 calls with Scott Foster before and after games. He was like, "Yeah, we're friends. We like to catch up." During halftime of a game, he's fucking calling a guy to catch up. Get the fuck out of here!
I've known you for at least 13 years. I don't think I've called you 96 times in my life.
Never. At halftime of a fucking work to just talk after you just talked to the guy before the game. Come on, dude.
By the way, that was real FBI shit. Like they had him wearing a wire to like rig people out so he didn't get a longer sentence. Like it was real FBI shit.
He was like the big pussy of refs.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Definitely.
Well, Dominic was an idiot.
Well,
I don't know if he was an idiot. He was in deep. Like, once you get in deep, which is probably what happened with the guys in the NBA scandal too. They were like Chauncey Billups and stuff. They were probably in deep to somebody.
Well, what were they called? Face cards? That was their nickname in the scandal.
Yeah.
God.
It sounded like something straight out of like Ocean's 11.
But the dumb thing though is Chauncey Billups made what $130 million in his career. What are you doing?
He was probably in deep to somebody.
Yeah,
or somebody he knew was in deep with somebody.
Or who was the Miami Heat player? I forgot the other guy. Rozier was set to make like $35 million this season.
But we don't know what he might have been gambling with somebody and lost a lot of money. Or
did you see the size of the bets?
Yeah, but the mafia says to him, listen, you owe this amount of money, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to go under on this amount of points.
No, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that. But if you're making $35 million, why are you making bets that are like $25,000? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, because we don't know what the situation was that he.
We don't know. No, Liam. I agree with Liam. We don't know what the situation was and why he would do it. I don't think it's as simple as he just was so stupid that he risked all that money for a $25,000 bet. I think that's probably not true. I think it was a series of bad decisions that led him there. Which is why he was desperate enough to do it. It was the same thing with Jonte Porter. Like, I don't think Jonte Porter was just such an idiot that he faked an eye injury to get out of games. I think he was in debt.
Go ask the Cleveland Guardians about that too. Which before that scandal, I didn't even know you could bet on pitches for strikes and balls. Do you know how degenerate that is?
It's one of those things. It's like betting on the national anthem.
Well, go to Calcium Poly Market. You can go do that there if you want.
You can bet on.
Any more good ones?
Oh, John and I, when you weren't here, what was this, last Saturday? John and a bunch of us were just sitting on Calci looking at all the stupid bets that you can find. And some of them were insane. Like you could bet on the temperature for the day in any state if you wanted to. Over under
in any state.
Yeah, like so I'm gonna look this up really quick. So here it is. They have a climate category on Calci.
Jeez.
And so it says, and it goes, and they call it at midnight for every single state. So there's a timer running on all these bets. So it says, will it rain in New York City today? And it says yes or no. And there's an hour and 10 minutes left on it. Let's see. Highest temperature New York City today, 23 to 24 degrees or 25 to 26 degrees.
The odds on that have to not be good because the only way it could possibly be profitable.
Well, they don't work with odds. It's like a stock market.
It's a stock market. Yeah, Liam's right. It's basically like you're like buying shares essentially into a yes/no system.
That's why it's legal.
And they have who will attend the Super Bowl, Elon Musk or Taylor Swift?
Oh, there's so many of them.
Yeah.
It's just things where you're just like,
insane.
What? Like Calci's under litigation too, which is even crazier.
That's insane.
Why are they in trouble?
Because of what happened with Novig when we had that issue with them, where basically they just they're not legal in New York and LA and all this shit because all these states passed laws that it's not real gambling.
Which
or
is
whatever.
Complete bullshit. But by the way, I'll be the first person to say it's complete bullshit that Novig is getting banned. But my favorite part about this is that we don't have to pretend to like Novig anymore.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
But I will say that in states like California, because sorry, Callan, but the politicians in California are lacking a lot of brain, they don't have legalized sports gambling, which has meant that Kalshi has moved into states like it's legal all over the place, but states like California, Florida, and Texas that have a major population that don't have sports gambling, and now they can essentially, because you can bet who will win, Patriots or Broncos, whatever.
Yeah,
you can bet that. So they've irritated the markets now. If you look at the stock prices of a lot of like DraftKings and stuff, they haven't done well because of Kalshi being, or they did well the other day because Kalshi got banned in Nevada, but Kalshi being legal in other states.
Well, DraftKings and FanDuel now have their own prediction market apps now, which I found out about, which I think is going to be a complete failure if you ask me. But because I think the states that have FanDuel and DraftKings are just going to say, "Fine, we'll ban you if you have a prediction market attached to you."
They're actually banned in Massachusetts. They said as of January 2026, Massachusetts is banned from Kalshi for predicting sports.
But Liam, what were you saying?
I was saying that he said that states would ban FanDuel and DraftKings. They wouldn't do that because they make a shit ton of money off it.
No, I agree, but
they might ban the prediction markets.
That's what I mean. I think essentially they're threatening FanDuel and DraftKings and say, "Hey, if you bring prediction markets, we'll throw you out," which they won't because DraftKings and FanDuel make shit tons of money. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, look, gambling laws make no sense across the country. They don't make any sense. In Florida, every game needs to be card based.
That makes no sense.
What difference does it make if it's card based or not?
Well, and only Hard Rock is legal in Florida, which is a problem.
That's not corrupt at all.
Well, it's corrupt, and I don't know if you know much about that, but like Hard Rock is run by the Seminole tribe, so they don't have to adhere to any laws. So like, there's a lot of stories about people winning at Hard Rock. First of all, they don't allow like a lot of stuff like surrender and stuff like that in their blackjack games, which is a problem for some people, but they win at Hard Rock, and Hard Rock will say, "Oh, well, you were an advantage player, or you were card counting, or whatever," and the player has no recourse because they're run by their own system.
The tribes,
So they don't adhere to any national law, any federal law, anything like that.
Well, why do you think the tribes are so interested in getting casinos? Because they can do whatever they want.
Yeah,
pretty much. Like that's their rules when they run it like that.
Well, that's why you don't gamble in Florida.
No.
Just do it in Vegas, Atlantic City, Connecticut. Well, is Mohegan? That's run by the tribes too, right?
Yes.
Mohegan Sun is, yeah.
Hey, you can tell everything at Mohegan is like named after the weather.
Yes.
Like the sun casino, the sky casino.
Yep.
Wind, whatever. Like they have a new everything. He says underdog prize picks horse racing equals California wagering.
That's it. That's all they have.
But prize picks and underdog are not sports gambling apps. You can't really bet on the spreads and stuff.
It's just over under, right?
It's a lot of player props and shit. Yeah, it's basically what DraftKings was when it first started before sports gambling was legalized. But horse racing is true. I've been to Santa Anita in California. They do horse wager, but most states had horse wagering.
Oh, most states had horse wagering before they even had sports betting.
Correct.
I was in Connecticut, and before sports betting was legal there, and I went to Mohegan. They didn't have a sports book, but they had a race book.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't DraftKings have its own DK horse app?
Yeah, most of them do now.
I don't get the horses. I'm not big on.
He doesn't like. He doesn't like horse gambling because he doesn't know how a horse feels or something. But he gambles on dice, which is an inanimate object. But then,
horse gambling is fun. Like when you go to Jersey, if it's like a nice night out and you're just hanging out, like it's nothing. Like it's not. But I feel the same way how they treat the horses. But like whatever, you're hanging out.
I just don't get going to like the big events and you have to dress up and do all this shit.
Yeah, like Belmont Stakes.
People look forward. Wait a minute. People look forward to like dressing up in like fancy dresses and tuxedos and going to the Kentucky Derby and all this shit. And I'm like, really? I'm just gonna watch it on my TV. I'm not putting on a tuxedo.
Really on horse racing is Francesa.
I don't trust him. Do you trust him for picks right now?
Maybe
I would take his horse racing picks.
I would take his horse racing picks.
But Nick, you know that you can figure out stuff about horses. Like you can figure out if their father was a mutter, if their mother was a mutter.
Yes.
I just don't think going to a horse racing event, dressing up it's only like a 5-minute thing and that's it.
Well,
it's not just a 5-minute thing. They have
I'm saying in terms of the actual race.
They have a bunch of different races.
I don't think you got to dress like a fucking idiot to go to a horse race. Like the stupid hats and just
the ones that the women wear, right? Like that's like over.
Yeah, it's like you're traveling back in time 100 years.
It was like what Naomi Osaka came out to at the Australian Open. She looked like she was wearing a fishnet. Did you see that, Nick, or no?
Yeah, I heard about it.
She literally looked like she was wearing a fishnet and like almost like wearing a veil over her face, like she was walking out to be to a wedding. Oh. And I was like, really? Is this a fashion show?
Oh, yeah. I see.
Oh, Callan said it best. She looked like a beekeeper. She did. It was the weird hat with the veil over the face. God,
I feel like Callan is really like the spokesman for California gambling.
Well, what choice does he have?
Padres and Ducks have deals with the prize picks.
Hey, listen. Both of the fans of those teams are probably psyched about it.
Actually, he is a Padres and a Ducks fan.
So he's the guy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Ouch.
Yeah. I totally forgot that the Ducks existed, not gonna lie.
Oh man.
The Mighty Ducks.
So do you want to go to any of these two videos you want to talk about?
Yeah, we could also talk a bit more about the game if you want.
Whatever you want.
Seahawks-Rams game, Patriots. Well, we talked enough about the Patriots-Broncos. Let me just say this, though. That game, let me say this about that game. I am not against teams playing in like snowy weather or anything like that. I'm all for it. But it is weird how much it's celebrated on social media. People are like,
"Oh my God, it's crazy!
Like, this is how football should be played." I mean, the game was borderline unwatchable. It was terrible.
It was literally unwatchable.
It was unwatchable.
The ball was.
It's really
you couldn't see where the ball was. You couldn't see where the numbers were. They needed like a computer to put the numbers on.
Well, they do that purposely. They make the numbers more stand out so that people can see where the ball is. I don't know if
you couldn't see the numbers at all on the field without them.
Do you see the guys?
Myself too.
Do you see the guys with the leaf blowers like every time out going through?
Yeah.
I'm like, geez, that's what I get paid for, just to run a leaf blower through a football field?
Yeah, that's going to do much.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everybody's got to be in a dome or anything like that, but these games in the snow, most of them just totally suck. Like, I don't know why we celebrate this.
Me and my brother were at the Lions-Eagles game. It was a blizzard. This was when Sean McCoy was still on them. And they couldn't find the ball for like 12 seconds. It was just so insane that I think we left at halftime. If we didn't leave at halftime, the car would have been buried.
I was just thinking about this.
Done.
I don't know if you guys saw the aerial picture of Gillette Stadium in terms of the amount they had, and then Denver, the amount they had. If roles were reversed and they had this game at Gillette, I mean, it could have been even worse.
Yeah, they would have canceled it.
They would have moved it to Monday.
You couldn't have 80,000 people.
There would have been a foot of snow.
Yeah,
there would have been a foot of snow there if that was the case.
Nobody would have showed up. Yeah, they probably would have moved it. Yeah.
It would have been impossible for anybody to even get there. They did that with the Buffalo game a year or two ago, right?
Yeah, Buffalo playoff game got canceled. It got moved to Monday.
It was last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember they paid fans like $20 to $25 an hour to come shovel out their stadium?
That's embarrassing.
That went to one of the games, I think it was this year, that got up at like 5 a.m. to Buffalo just to do that.
Did they get a guaranteed ticket for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So then,
they have to.
I mean, I would think.
I would hope. Hey, if we're going to go shovel out the damn stadium, you better give me a freaking ticket to watch the playoff game.
They were shoveling the players' driveways just so they can make their flight.
Was it, John, you said it to me last weekend that you said, like, if it were you wouldn't want to help, like, the opposing team or whatever, shovel out and all that stuff?
No. I'm a Jets fan, and I'm not going to dig out fucking Gary Wilson's fucking driveway. Go fuck yourself. Get out of here.
By the way,
Sorry.
Max Kellerman already an hour ago on Twitter. Congratulations to the Seahawks for winning Super Bowl 60.
I love
Correct.
it.
Correct.
I can't. Max Kellerman, surprise, shocker. Max Kellerman hates the Patriots.
Well,
He
no,
was always a Patriot hater.
Wait, hold on. Wait, well, let me just say this about the game real quick. So first of all, the snow affected it. It was really hard to see anything. The field looked like my nightstand in college. But
Yeah.
the Patriots, I said this to DiMartino off the air. The Patriots won 3 games in which they literally did nothing. They did nothing against the Chargers. They were CJ Stroud was horrible in the first half of the game. Handed them the game. They still almost didn't win the game. Today they won on 2 reviews. One, a backward pass that was I thought was a ridiculous call. Secondly, 7-7. I do not understand how they are considering that he got the first down on that.
No way he got the first down.
He was way behind the line. Anyone could get the first down if you never blow the whistle. So the Patriots won like that. I think, honestly, what you said about Kellerman, I think that game, Rams-Seahawks, was going to be the winner. I think the Seahawks are going to destroy the Patriots. The Patriots don't have any offense to set up to it. They've done nothing.
I can't disagree. I can't disagree that they've done nothing. But also, look, the Seahawks are going to be favored. I think they're going to be like what?
We're 4.5-point favorites right now. They're probably going like 5.5.
I get it, Liam. I really respect your take. But I will say this.
Wait a minute. This sounds like a Grant Winsauer take on the Bears.
No. I'm not.
A little bit.
I'm not.
But in fairness, Ben is defending his team after they won, whereas Grant is defending a lock of the week for the 8th week in a row.
Well, no, he would say, "Oh, I hate Aaron Rodgers, and that's why I picked against the Steelers,"
which is just crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that name.
Was it our fault? The things that happened that we want happen?
No, it's not your fault, but I'm just saying, honestly, I think that the Patriots are in the Super Bowl, and we still honestly don't know if they're a good team. Honestly, I don't know if we know they're a good team.
Wait, but is that going back to the schedule argument, though? Because you play the schedule that's in front of you.
That's the thing. We can't win. We can't win. If we lost today, people are going to flash us saying, well, you lost the backup quarterback.
Well, I agree with Ben's frustration slightly, even as a Jet fan here, that I think people are – you got to play the schedule that's in front of you. You play the games that are in front of you, and unfortunately, Bo Nix gets hurt in the last game.
Yeah,
that's not the Patriots' fault by any means.
It's not their fault, but I agree with Max Kellerman's take that I think the Seahawks, the Rams Seahawks game, both those teams were so good versus the Patriots. Agreed, they have a very good defense, but I don't think even Patriots fan can say that Drake May has had a terrific postseason because he just hasn't. There's the offense.
I'll counterpoint that though. What is the reason why we made the playoffs? Was it because of our defense mainly more, or was it because of our offense?
Well, I honestly think it was because you played a very, very easy schedule.
I knew you were going to say that. I think if anything, it was more the offense.
Our defense was terrible in the second half of our season, so essentially we switched places.
Yeah, but I think the defense saved you so far in the playoffs, though, until this game.
Agreed, but with if you look at how the Seahawks have played, the Patriots will have to put up a lot of points to keep up with the Seahawks, and I don't know if they're capable of doing that against the Seahawks defense.
Well, look at the offense.
I get it. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. All I'm just saying is,
hold up. Look at the offenses that the Patriots have played. They played the Chargers with no offensive line.
Okay, so now you're using the scheduling argument.
Well, no, I'm not. Well, no, I'm just talking about how they played the playoffs.
It's going to be a completely different animal going up against the Seahawks.
Hold up. They played the Chargers without an offensive line. They played CJ Stroud and Jarrett Stidham as their offenses. Seattle is going to be a whole nother level than who the Patriots have played in the postseason. That's not even arguable.
But you're saying, but Stidham's a backup quarterback. I could use that argument too.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I'm saying what they played against this year in the playoffs, Seattle is levels above that. That's the point I'm making.
I just find it crazy to think that they're going to crush us. I do.
I don't think they will. Liam said that. I don't think they're going to crush the Patriots.
I think our offense is going to be he's going to be on the West Coast. I don't think weather's going to be a massive factor like it was in this game today. I think we're going to be able to move the football. And I think a lot of our losses that we've had this year is because we've beaten ourselves. And the Steelers lost, we fumbled it 5 times. The Raiders lost was the first game of the season, so it's really kind of hard to pick that. We won the first game of the season last year against the Bengals. We were one of the worst teams last year in football. So
I think
you have every right to celebrate. I'm
not even celebrating like crazy. I mean, it's the fact that we're back.
I think JSN is going to be your biggest issue defensively.
I can't wait. Honestly,
that guy's
I'm
monstrous.
so excited for these next 2 weeks to watch all the pundits try to pronounce Jackson Smith and Jigba's name.
Oh yeah.
I heard they got the guy that used to be the announcer for the Oakland A's in to do the.
Hey Nick, just let's not have Mad Dog do it, okay?
Yeah,
I don't know. Or what was the other? What's the pitcher's name? Oh, Cam Schlittler, or he would say Shitler.
Well, who's the guy on the Yankees? Not a big baseball guy, but Michael K called him. Michael K called him Jizz. Who was the guy?
Oh, Jazz Chisholm.
Every New York broadcaster has said Chaz Chisholm at one point.
Yes.
Everybody.
I'm trying to find the one Raven. I think his last name is Fagot. And
Is
I remember. Hold on, I gotta find it. Diego Faggot. It's Diego Fagot.
Oh God.
And I remember
something tells me it's like French or something.
It's 100%
Fagot or something.
Yeah.
Thank God he doesn't. Thank God he doesn't come up before Nick Castellanos in the lineup.
Oh man,
that's a shot. That's a shot to left field.
That's one of the greatest clips in the history of sports. That's
it is
one of the funniest clips.
Wait a minute,
apologizing, and he just calls the home run.
Brenneman's back on TV, by the way. I think he's calling games for the CW. I think now for one of the conferences.
The difference between not being on TV and calling games for the CW is like this.
No, yeah. I get it. I'm just saying. No, trust me. And I wasn't a big Brenneman fan anyway, but trying to see if I can look it up. Which he's calling the ACC. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
had a really good job too. He was calling the NFL for Fox. He was doing a lot.
But he was doing that was Cincinnati Reds that he was doing.
Yes.
I think that of all sports to call, baseball's got to be tough. That's got to be the toughest because you got to keep the conversation going for the whole game. There's so much downtime.
I called baseball games at LIU. It was literally the worst. Like between pitches, just you're sitting there just like waiting for the next pitch. Like I'm like, oh, I got to fill this time. Like what am I? It's not like hockey where it constantly moves back and forth. Or in basketball, you're moving from side to side. At least something's always happening. Baseball, forget it. I could go get coffee and a donut between pitches and come back.
Well, if you notice when you watch Met games, Keith Hernandez always just complains between. He's always complaining about something between pitches, whenever there's downtime.
By the way, he still doesn't have a contract right now for the SNY booth.
Nah, they'll bring him back.
I hope so. That's like Paul O'Neill in the Yankee booth.
You talking about Gary?
No, Keith Hernandez.
Oh, Keith. Oh, I think he does well with them. I really do.
He's great. He's one of the best.
Yeah.
I like the New York people that talk like in terms of like the better commentator booth is between Gary, Keith, and Ron.
And Michael and like Michael David Cohn.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Nick. On the Yes Network, I'd say Yes Otherwise. It's not me even being a Yankee hater at all.
I don't know. It's debatable.
No,
you're a Yankee fan?
I'm a Yankee fan.
I'm a Red Sox fan.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Fan of all the bad guys.
Okay.
Dude, I just hope it's a fucking good game, man. I don't want to see a blown out. Like I want to see a game like we saw tonight with Seattle and the Rams. I want to see a shootout. I want to see a fight.
I don't want to see 41-6.
No,
like last week.
I was just gonna say that like last week.
I don't want to see like a Chiefs Eagles from last year.
I don't think. I'll say I don't think Drake May has played well in this playoffs. I'm not gonna sit here and not say he hasn't been, but it's the last game of the season, and he's in year 2 too. He's still young.
He's in year 2 too. Drake May is in year 2 too.
Oh God!
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Wait, where did that even come from?
Oh, he's got the shirt. He's got the shirt on.
Oh boy!
I had to.
Drake, May.
Yep.
But let me ask you guys an over/under. I'll say that I'll put the number at 250, and you tell me over or under. During the next 2 weeks, over or under 250 times ESPN talks about the Malcolm Butler interception.
Oh, definitely over.
Oh, it's definitely over.
Yeah,
It'll be even enough for me to say, okay, it's enough. Like we get it.
Yeah.
It's like 28-3 for the Falcon fans. I'm like,
Jeez, 28-3.
28-3. For Falcons fans, I'm like, all right, we get it. Like, it's been what 7.
Can we just let it go already?
The Falcons have to get back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which they would have done if they hired Deion Sanders.
People on social media already are saying that the Seahawks do the funniest thing after seeing the Malcolm Butler thing and do it to us. 2 weeks.
By the way, just get ready for the amount of Dave Portnoy obnoxious social media posts now that the Patriots are back in the Super Bowl.
It's his whole personality.
He's going to be at the Super Bowl. We already know that.
Yeah. The 28-3 Atlanta Patriots game, I remember watching it. Me and my friends were like, oh, my God, this is insane. And then they go, shut up. I go, no, we got this. And I posted something on social media, some dumb meme. It was Tom Brady sitting down like this. As soon as I did that, they fucking came back instantly.
I was at a college party with my friends, and I had one buddy of mine who was a Giants fan going absolutely apeshit. Well, all of my other buddies were just dead silent, including myself. I was on my college room dorm bed my sophomore year. I decided to say, you know what? I'm getting off my bed. And I decided to sit on the floor and say, listen, screw it. What do we got to lose? The Patriots scored 1 touchdown. They said, do not get back on that bed, whatever you do. For the rest of the time, I did not get back on the bed. And
well, I mean, I feel like a Giant fan should have been happy because, like, as a Giant fan, like, who likes Eli Manning, like, I root for Arch Manning, I root for Peyton Manning. So, like, to see Eli Manning's son come back and win that game against the Patriots, I guess it was great. He should have been happy about that.
By the way, another thing that's annoying me right now on social media, the Empire State Building that puts colors up for certain events.
When they did it for the Eagles,
what are the colors tonight?
When they did it for the Eagles, that was insane.
No, so
that's disgusting.
So the Empire State Building tweeted out an hour ago a video, and it's got the Seahawks colors on the building. Seahawks colors.
It did one today with the Patriots colors.
That's
Liam, who are you rooting for the Pats and Eagles Super Bowl? Second one.
I'm sure he's rooting for the Patriots.
The reason why I'm asking Liam is
I bet on the Patriots, but yeah, Patriots.
Okay. Because my buddy who's a Giants fan apparently hates us so much, he rooted for the Eagles in the second Super Bowl against us. I could you not?
That's weird.
Damn.
I mean, I hate the Patriots, but the Eagles winning the first Super Bowl, and also the other thing that's stupid about that is if the Patriots had won, the Giants would have been the only team to ever beat Tom Brady in a Super Bowl. Yeah. So you should be rooting for that as well. Like, I don't understand that. I see that sometimes, but especially
and then they ride to their city after beating us. Like, what a great fan base.
Well, there was a lot of Jet fans that rooted for the Patriots when they played the Giants.
Not many.
Some.
I think there were many more. Here's the thing. I think there would be many more Met fans that would root for the Phillies over the Yankees than Jet fans that rooted for the Patriots over the Giants.
But I do understand it though, because like if the Cowboys played the Jets, I would probably root for the Jets, but I would understand somebody who rooted for the Cowboys because I don't know any Cowboys fans, but I know a shit ton of Jet fans. So I do understand it in that respect. If you don't know a lot of Patriot fans, you know a lot of Giant fans, you would rather the Giants not win. I do understand that.
It's tough.
By the way, Nick, I did find a video apparently of Mad Dog trying to pronounce Smith and Jigba's name.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
And all he says is Smith. That's it.
That's all he says?
Is anybody's name a bigger ratio than Jackson Smith and Jigba? It's Jackson Smith and then Njigba.
Imagine if you mispronounce that.
Yeah, you can't.
You'd be canceled.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man!
You know, it's funny to me how nobody can pronounce the name.
It's funny. Well, I could sit and listen to Mad Dog just mispronounce names all day.
He couldn't even pronounce Jared Stidham's name.
Oh, Callan also said Jared Saltalamacchia.
Well, how did he say Jared Saltalamacchia?
I'd have to look that up.
I haven't heard that name in years.
He was a former Red Sox.
Yeah, he was a catcher on the Red Sox. I haven't heard his name in years.
That's when you know a name is long because that goes from armpit to armpit on the jersey. That last name.
Yeah.
Well, there was the Nickelodeon one is my favorite one.
Nickelodeon.
But then in the same, I think it's the same video. He's talking about the Rams, and he says that Leonardo DiCaprio was at the game, but he calls him Leonard DiCaprio.
Yes.
The funny thing about that is according to the New York Sports Show, the producer corrected him on it, and then he went back and misnamed him again.
Leonard DiCaprio.
That's funny.
And he said it over and over and over.
I'm trying to find it.
And he was like saying that Leonardo DiCaprio shouldn't be at the Rams game because he wouldn't know who Norm Van Brocklin was.
Yes.
Like, what?
Wait,
what does that have to do with anything?
I didn't even realize that Sam Darnold is the first QB from the 2018 draft class to make the Super Bowl. I didn't even realize that.
Wow.
Which, by the way, I don't understand the question. I'll ask the three Jet fans, but I didn't understand why you would say, would I root for Darnold? I mean, Darnold, I don't know how you could have assessed him at the Jets because they put nothing around him. They fucked him over and said, we're going to take Zach Wilson instead, basically. Yeah. And so I would actually root for him also because your owner is a joke, and that just proves, look, just like the Giants owner is a joke, and when Saquon Barkley went off last year, it was like, look how fucking dumb you are. Yeah. It's the same thing with the Jets. Like, look how stupid you are.
No, I feel the same exact way. I'm rooting for Darnold.
I'm rooting for Darnold.
And look, I'm rooting against the Jets ownership. Anything that makes the Jets ownership look bad.
You're rooting more against just because you're facing Patriots too.
That too. But I would have been rooting for him if he played the Broncos.
But I'm saying there's nothing that Sam Darnold did that would be like, oh, I can't root for him as a Jets fan.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And I think most Jet fans feel the same
I have
way.
nothing against him, too. So it's.
By the way, so I have the video right here, Nick, of the mispronunciation of Nickeldonian.
Oh, go ahead.
So if I can. Oh, wait. How many are we on stage here? Why do I have something else? Oh, that's why. Okay, here we go.
Anybody who's watching that Nickeldonian for the game needs their head examined.
How do you put on Nickeldonian? Jeez, that's a playoff football game, and all of a sudden you search around the channels and put on Nickeldonian. And then I'm watching a SpongeBob Square shirt up there in between the uprights. What are we doing? This is sacred ground. It's the NFL. These games need to be on CBS. These games need to be on Fox. These games need to be on ABC. These games should not be on Nickeldonian.
Anybody who's watching that Nickeldonian for the game needs their head examined. Now hold on. That Nickeldonian thing I could not get into. Go ahead.
Okay, we get the point. Yes. So that's him mispronouncing Nickelodeon, saying Nickeldonian.
And he has kids too. He has kids, so it's like they definitely watch Nickelodeon at some point. Like, how do you not?
Yeah, their kids probably the first thing they said was, "Oh, Nickeldonian, by the way."
Right.
Do they still do that? Do they still have games on Nickeldonian?
What, game shows?
Yeah,
no, football games.
Oh, yeah. Football games? Yeah, they
don't they do like the slime?
Yes,
Super Bowl too. I think is on Nickelodeon now too.
Which one?
The Super Bowl, I think.
Yes, yeah, it is. Because Noah Eagle, before he moved on, was calling the Super Bowl for Nickelodeon.
Who was the animated version of it on Nickelodeon? Like it was like an animated. It was like a cartoon, like it was the actual game, but it was like a cartoon. I forgot.
They would do the Disney stuff sometimes for
is that what it was?
Like for NBA games or NFL games. Ugh. NBA
but that would be a terrific punishment. Someone has to bet heavy on an NBA game and then watch the Disney version and try and figure out what's going on just from the Disneyization of the game. Because it's like impossible. It's like Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc. like fumbling a ball and stuff.
Yes. Man, good times.
Oh, it was what are they doing? They're doing Super Bowl live from Bikini Bottom featuring SpongeBob and SquarePants characters.
Oh, great.
That's funny.
Great.
I would like to see. I would like to see First Take do some debates on the
Well, you know, First Take's going to be there, and
Nickelodeon characters.
And don't worry, Stephen A. will bring his political show down to the Super Bowl too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, no, I was just going to say, I think that I think that the Seahawks could. I think that the Seahawks could have control of the game. I think they just have to not shoot themselves in the foot and not step in shit, which is going to be hard to do because they're in San Francisco. But I do think
I mean, Liam, they did beat San Francisco. Seahawks did about a month ago. So
yeah,
right. But I mean, I would say too, though, Ben, even if the Patriots got killed in this game, I think that they have to look at it as they're way ahead of where they should have been.
Oh,
they
100%.
did way better this year, and they're playing. I think they've sort of been playing with house money.
100%. That's what I think people have to realize is they've already been up there. I picked them to win 7 games this year. I really did. I'm not going to lie. And this team's in the Super
You are not happy right now, Ben. You are not. You should be so happy right now. You guys have advanced, and you don't look happy. You
should be like
you look like me, sad. Like
he doesn't want to be like
you look how I should look. How I should look right now.
You should be like our Bears fans right now. You should be over the top, saying why they're gonna win the Super Bowl by 50 points. And
I would the time I was pumped the most was when Drake had that run for the first. And by the way, that call I did read after the fact. This was from a Boston Patriots reporter. He said that play specifically, Josh McDaniels called that Drake may actually made the call. He decided to go against Josh McDaniels after 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah.
Everybody was shocked when that happened too. So, but yeah, Seattle's really, really good. I hope it's close. That's really it.
No, you don't hope it's close. You hope the Patriots win.
Yeah, you hope the Patriots.
Yeah, you hope the Patriots win.
yeah. I know. Obviously.
So my question is, Ben, are you going to be too afraid to bet on the game?
Oh, I'm not betting on this game now.
Oh, come on.
You should make a bet right now, live, right here. If you guys
already
lose,
have the stake in the game, you don't really need to.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of one of the teams that are playing in the Super Bowl,
Oh, you don't bet, but you don't bet on Jet games.
I'm not betting against them.
Stop, you do.
I bet against them constantly.
I typically bet against them though, and so it's a little different. Most of I don't always bet on Jet games.
I'll say
but
this:
if the Jets were in the Super Bowl, I don't think I would bet because I don't feel like I need to.
Well, that's no fun.
Well, we don't do fantasy situations here that'll never happen. But but yes, but you do have a stake in every game the Jets play. So
I was going to say you want fantasy situations. Go over to Review and Preview Network instead.
can we do a bet right now with Ben? Like, if the Patriots lose, he's got to wear like a Seahawks shirt or.
Hey, John, you want to hear something? So when we lost the Giants 17-0, the day after, because I have a lot of Patriot friends of mine and Giants obviously friends of mine in elementary school. So one of the guys made a bet that if our team lost, one of my Patriot fans had to wear a Giants jersey the next day in the morning. And you guys remember Jump Rope for Heart? You guys ever do that event at your school? Like, where you had to, it was for charity. You had to jump rope.
What was it called?
Jump Rope for Heart.
I remember that.
I don't.
Yeah.
So the day after in the morning, we had an event called the Jump Rope for Heart in the morning, and everybody from our class was there. And legitimately, I just show up. I had the biggest, disgusting face on me, just walking around. All these Giant fans are just doing this to me. And all of a sudden, I see my buddy who's a Patriot fan wearing that Giants jersey, and I just look at him and I say, tough. It was terrible. It was awful. But
by the way, Nick, did you catch what they changed the podcast title to? You and I were discussing.
Yes, which was
1925.
And the social media page is
new.
One of the funniest things, unintentionally one of the funniest things.
But it's called 1925, a Giants podcast.
It's a horrible change.
And I was
a horrible change. Big Blue Avenue was a much better name.
Well, at least you knew what you were listening to when you heard Big Blue Avenue.
Who's even doing? I'm so late on this, but who's even doing the halftime show? I totally
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
But don't forget, you got Turning Point USA doing their own All-American halftime show.
And I think he's going to wear a
won
dress.
Super Bowls with Lady Gaga. I'm trying to remember who else we had. Jeez. But Tom Petty, Liam, my dad was actually at the Pats Giants second Super Bowl, so you'd like that.
Oh yes, the second time in Indianapolis. Yeah.
No. Actually, I'm sorry. He was at the first
in Arizona. Yeah, when we beat him 17. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but I just don't really see much of it. But it's also going to be heavy Seahawk crowd, very heavy Seahawk crowd.
I agree.
It's like an hour. It's like an hour flight from Seattle.
Yeah.
8-hour flight from.
So maybe 60-40 Seahawks fans.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic. A lot of Patriot fans, to be honest, are honestly surprised this year than anything. There's been a lot of Patriots fans, teams that have made the Super Bowl that are like, all right, we're supposed to be here, but it's like we haven't done. This is our first time without Brady and Belichick that have made it, so it's kind of like what, like.
You got two exciting things in the Super Bowl. You got the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and then you get to see Bad Bunny wear a dress during halftime.
Jeez. That was a prop bet also.
Why would Bad Bunny be wearing a dress? What?
He said he
it's an honor.
wearing
It's
a
the
dress
honor.
on
It's
their
the
LGBT.
yeah, that's it. Yep. I don't know.
If that's on a Super Bowl, then I don't know what is.
I mean, what's next?
That means the next day that's going to be on the headlines every day. Bad Bunny wears.
Yes.
For the
Yeah.
next
He's
week,
already
Bad
on the
Bunny wears
headlines because they think Trump and ICE are going to show up and detain him before the halftime show.
Bad Bunny.
I heard that.
Puerto Rican,
That's
so
funny.
no, like-
Yeah, Bad Bunny's American. Yeah.
Yeah, he's American.
I'm just telling you what they said.
By the way, Bronco fans better hope that we win, because if we win, the last time we won, the Broncos the following year won the Super Bowl. So.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you think if you look at the world that way through like destiny,
I'm just saying.
If that's the same thinking of the Jets, thinking in destiny that you're going to actually be a better football team.
Yeah, any day now.
Well, it won't be.
I told Ron off the air. I said your Giants are gonna make the playoffs next year, and I said that with a straight face. I did.
It won't be Dante Moore though for us, sadly.
look, I don't think
That's almost better for you. You either get Ruben Bain or Arvell Reese, or you could trade the pick, and then next year you're going to be horrible, and you're going to get rid of your coach, and you're probably going to get Arch Manning. So
I don't think that. Wow, Arch Manning.
I don't think
hold on. Arch Manning was terrific in the second half of the season. He was the best quarterback in college football by leaps and bounds in the second half.
But I don't think he's an NFL quarterback though.
Oh, he is. He was terrific.
He absolutely is an NFL quarterback.
He was terrific in the second half of the season.
I think that you have to give quarterbacks a little bit of time to adjust. You also have to remember that Texas, for the first half of the year, never even played at home. They didn't play a home game till November 1st.
Would you say that the media over-accentuated him being the Heisman Trophy winner?
No, he's the real deal.
But if they don't play Ohio State in week 1, there's a possibility that he wins the Heisman.
I think that put more pressure on him. I think
put pressure on him, but also, I think DiMartino might disagree with me on this, but I don't see anything. He will be the number 1 pick, but I don't see anything when I watch Mendoza. It's like, oh my God, this guy's going to be amazing in the NFL.
Well, that I agree with you.
He's a good quarterback, but I think Arch Manning's I would rather Arch Manning be my quarterback than Mendoza.
Mendoza seems like he's very limited with his mobility. Like he's on the national championship, he got sacked so many times he didn't have a clean pocket.
As much as people say Arch Manning was overhyped for his name, I actually think it had the reverse effect, which is that, like, I think the reaction to the media hyping him up was actually an overcorrection.
Well, and the reaction to his first 2 games or 3 games was like, oh, he sucks, and then
which we don't do with any other quarterback. I mean, look how long it took Bo Nix to actually like get it together. Like, he wasn't that great at Auburn.
Every quarterback is different, how they acclimate.
Yeah.
Look at Jaden Daniels last year, his first year. Fucking murdered it.
Right.
Yeah, and then he got hurt.
Yeah. And then he got hurt, and then he fell within the system, yeah.
They would kind of be doing sort of what they did with Zach Wilson, because Dante Moore has not played a ton more games than Zach Wilson did at BYU. Dante Moore's barely played college football. Zach Wilson barely played college football.
I think Zach Wilson got severely overdrafted.
Well, yeah, but you forget that he had an amazing throw on video with nobody defending him.
Yeah.
The funniest thing was when he went to Denver and Sean Payton, like Sean Payton, like is like Belichick. Like, you honestly think that he's gonna let this guy in the field?
It's true.
Actually, the Jets actually won that game, but
they did.
But you could just tell it just was not proper fit. Where is he right now? Oh, is he on the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Right?
He's the backup or the third string, whatever it is.
A lot of former Jet quarterbacks ended up going to the Dolphins.
That's true. You're right. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Mike White, Zach
Mike
Wilson,
White.
Ryan
Fitzpatrick. Although he was on the Dolphins before, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Or was
Zach Wilson maybe played about 5 minutes the last game against us at Gillette. I'm like, damn, he's still playing.
I'm surprised he's still around. That's like what's his name? Who was the backup quarterback for the Giants, and then he wanted too much money to do what?
DeVito.
Yeah.
He's with us now. He's a backup. Nobody knows.
His agent was the best. He would wear like a green fucking suit or something.
Like, he wanted like thousands upon thousands or dollars for him to make appearances, and I'm like,
no, his agent did. His agent. He didn't. It was
that's what I'm talking about. His agent.
Yeah.
It was at a Morristown pizza place.
You just go to the North End and get all the Italian.
What was that whole thing? It was Tommy Cutlets or whatever?
Yeah, Tommy Cutlets. It was I think it was at a pizzeria in Morristown.
Yes.
And it was like 10,000 or something like that.
He wanted like $20,000. The agent wanted $20,000 to show up.
Why?
You think that pizzeria had $20,000 to piss away?
I don't think so.
Just for Tommy Cutlets?
Yeah, really. That's like when Portnoy goes to do all the pizza reviews.
Yeah.
And Nico told me about, because he's in New Jersey, that this place to this day, the pizza review was like 2 or 3 years ago, and they put in the window that Dave Portnoy gave them like an 8 point.
Yeah, because it could do insane business for them.
Oh, yeah.
No, I get it, but they're still doing it like 3-4 years.
Oh, still.
Of course you should.
Hey, Greg, don't fix it. You know,
I would definitely keep that up there.
I don't know. It's a little borderline obsession. A little.
Yeah,
no, it's saying like
it's value.
Who on Instagram thought
he's a harsh critic too. He's a harsh critic.
Yeah,
an 8.5
is a great score. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad score, but I'm saying, like, apparently Nico said he went by the place and he said, like, they just talk about it nonstop, 24/7.
That's different. If you just have it, if you have it on his storefront, I get that. But if you're talking about it like fucking Vietnam stories, then that's unnecessary.
That's literally what it was. He said, like, they don't stop talking about it. It was like 4 years ago.
Yeah, well. Wait, can we play? By the way, we haven't roasted Gene Steratore yet.
I have the video.
We have the video here. Gene Steratore, all he ever does is agree with the officials. That's all he ever does. He never criticizes them. Yeah. We don't even need them there at all. He's like North Korean state TV for officials.
He's like a teleprompter. Basically, anything that the person that said originally, just say the same thing, but maybe add some words.
All right, let's take a look at the video.
Played that way. Each play is so huge, a turnover will be catastrophic. It's 3rd and 4. Backing up. Oh, the ball comes out. Is that a fumble? Is that a live ball? It's picked up by the Patriots. And that is a touchdown for Ponder if they call it a fumble. The flag is down. Ellis put the pressure on. You just talked about that before the snap, Tony. About you can't turn the ball over here. It just felt to me right here. I'm like, this feels like you're going to get it, and I know New England's going to come after you. And I'm like, this is where turnovers could happen. You got to protect the quarterback, and this could be a touchdown. I don't know what the flag is, but when I say a turnover could be catastrophic, I mean, to me, it's probably intentional grounding. Yeah.
Offense number 8. Ball's placed at the spot of the foul. Lost down. Worked out.
Never seen a home crowd so happy to be the recipient of an intentional grounding.
It's the intentional grounding. I think we need Gene for this one.
Yeah, that's what Alex Kemp was talking to Barry Anderson about. Alex Kemp was ruling forward pass on the play. When Stidham goes this way, he's pushing it with 2 hands forward, not backward. That's why the flag hit the ground. The rest of the officials are playing it live and letting it go. But after discussion, they went with intentional grounding.
The last little flash, as you said, Gene, two hands trying to shove it forward, and the ball came out.
I mean, that's basically it, right? I mean,
wait, no, but doesn't he change his mind?
Does he?
Or am I
They're calling that a pass, and it's intentional grounding. No one's in the area. It doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage, etc. And you're thinking, is it a fumble? But I would look to see if it's a backward pass, because that's the only way it would be.
Oh my God, Tony Romo, shut up!
He's so bad.
Vrabel puts the challenge flag back in the pocket.
Does that ball go forward? Because if it goes backwards,
after discussion on the field, it was a backward pass by the quarterback, picked up by New England. It'll be first down.
I was shocked that since it was backward pass that he didn't get a.
All right, Gene.
What?
After all of
But I
that,
was shocked since the backward pass happened. That
This is it.
Yeah, they did, and because they blew that, he can't get the advancement of the backward pass. So they've got to give the defense the ball at the spot of where they.
There it is.
What an idiot!
Wow.
That was it, right there.
He literally just said that's a forward pass. They overturn it and then says, "Yeah, you got to give them that. You got to give that to the defense."
Oh,
I'm getting paid millions to literally be a review guy.
I decided to go back and look at the replay myself, and I decided to change the call on my own.
Is anybody in the world a more like he's literally a professional useless person?
Like Mike Carey was when he was first the original referee that was in the booth.
Like, why do we need some guy? Why do we need some?
This is the debate of, do you need an officials analyst to review plays? And the answer is no.
You don't need one. I think it's good to have one. My issue is not that they have officials analysts. My issue is that they're not good at it. They're just so bad at it. Like, well, why do we even have you there when you just go with whatever the refs are saying?
Just so you know, he does it for the for March Madness. Also, he's the replay guy.
Yeah. But first of all, Tony Romo and Jim Nantz have gotten so bad, it's crazy. For instance, just on that play, if you watched it, he picks up the ball. The refs blew the whistle at least 30 times, and Jim Nantz is like, is this a live ball? They blowing the whistle nonstop. Secondly, I don't know if you guys noticed this play. Ben might have because he was more locked in. There was a play where Jarrett Stidham got rushed, and the next play, Tony Romo said he's going to have better protection on this drive, and the second he snapped the ball, he was sacked. Like, literally.
Yes.
Like, literally just said he was going to have better protection. Like, he was sacked right away. It was crazy.
Well, the thing with Tony Romo and his style with, like, predicting everything is that since he's retired, it's been quite some time, and the game has changed quite a lot compared to when he first started doing it. So I think that's why his predictions are not quite as good as they were.
The 2018 AFC Championship against us with the Chiefs, it was awesome with them. Like,
so, I tried to look up the salary of Gene Steratore, by the way, and it says undisclosed. So it means he's being paid too much.
Well, I think if he's getting paid $1 an hour, he's getting paid too much.
What do we need rules analysts for? Who cares?
Well, no. Rules analysts, no. I think rules analysts are useful. We don't need them, but they're useful. But my issue is when they just go with whatever the refs say.
My favorite is Dean Blandino for Fox, like whatever they put him on, and like it's just like I can't stand him either.
I remember Francesa did this Dean Blandino rant. Wait, we got to pull that up. That was one of the best ones. Look up Mike Francesa, Dean Blandino.
Yeah, you can pull that up. I wanna
see if I can find it.
I want to ask you guys a ranking. How would you rank these three in terms of Fox, CBS, and NBC? So Tirico and Collinsworth, Brady Burkhardt, and then Nance and Romo. How would you rank that from your favorite to your worst?
Was it 2017, by the way?
But
Yeah, that sounds right. I would say probably Mike Tirico is my favorite just because he's an Italian announcer, so I'll have to give him a little shout out. But no, I think Brady is very good. So I would probably say Fox, then NBC, then CBS.
I mean, people. I think the Brady announcing definitely kind of was for a while. He's definitely been better. I will give him that.
I think I found it.
Go ahead.
I found it on YouTube actually.
Can you play it?
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay.
I have to get it in here.
That was an all-time classic. Francesa ranting on Dean Blandino. Here it is.
Let's see if I can grab it. I think I got it.
We are going to have people now in the booth have to sit there and analyze. Oh, let's see what today's theme is. Okay, the theme is turkey dinner. Okay, great. All right. Give me a break. They're eating. What is this? What are we watching here? Sesame Street? Or are we watching the NFL? We're having a theme. Let's see what the theme is. Okay, all the players are gathered around the table. Look, they're taking a turkey out of the oven. Give me a break. I mean, this is football, isn't it?
The awkward pause.
Please. This cannot be what this league wants.
Gets better.
This clown of a commissioner. You cannot tell me that's what you want this league to represent now. We kneel for the national anthem. Now we put skits on after touchdowns. That's after we take 3 minutes on every touchdown before we decide. Yesterday, when McCown when he sends Anderson long for the touchdown, and then we think he might have stepped out of bounds, we are now going to spend 10 minutes deciding whether he stepped out of bounds, and now we have no idea if it's a touchdown, no idea if it's a celebration. So now we have this suspended animation, this time of completely suspended time. There's nothing going on. We just wait. Is it a touchdown? Is it not a touchdown? And now we wait for minutes upon minutes. And listen, send Dean Blandino home, okay? He is awful. Every time I've seen him, he's been wrong. He has not one time been right. Why have him guess? And then you know what he said? I deserve half credit. Half credit. This is the guy who used to run the league, and now he wants half credit on TV. Because he got the call wrong. I said it before, and then I changed my mind. I should get half credit. You shouldn't be there.
That's about
There's one man who can do that.
What?
I said that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when he says just one man who can do that job, I think he's talking about Mike Pereira.
Right.
Oh, God. I remember when they had Pereira on the booth, too, at one point.
There's an all-time video, by the way, Nick Workson, just because you said about the awkward pause. DiMartino's definitely seen this, where someone calls Mike Francesa and says, only one National League team has ever gone to the World Series back-to-back years. And then Mike Francesa, who's on radio, counts in his head since 1940. Like, it's like dead air. And then, like, he's like, it's like dead air for like seconds. He's like, 41 Cardinals. But then, like, goes back to dead. It's like an all-time the guy says something. He's like, "Hang up! I can't think while he's talking." He's like,
I feel bad for the technical producer of that show. He's probably like, "Do we go to backup? What the hell?"
His pauses were, you know how they say, oh, in radio or TV, you have the pregnant pause. They say in broadcasting, so you could, because you're supposed to like not talk like a robot and it's fast, like. And by the way, his show is probably the most memed show of all time, or most gift of all time.
Oh, for sure.
There's a clip out there. I don't want to play because I don't want to get in trouble for that on the video side. But when his show was simulcasted on the Yes Network, and they come back from break, and he's on his computer, like he doesn't have the because he wore those stupid I used to call it like a fork. The headphones, like, because it was like that weird thing and it was connected on each side because he didn't want to mess his hair up. And like, so the music is going and he has no clue. They're back from the break and he's literally just on his computer, not even looking up. And he gets mad at the producer and the board up in the other room. Come on, guys. Why didn't you tell me I'm back from break?
Wait, what about who was the pitcher? Nick, for the Mets, that he said had an injury and it was a year-old report. And then
that was Zach Wheeler.
And he said Zach Wheeler was out for the year, and then he was just like, "Is this a new report or the old report?" And he said it like 80 times. He kept saying it.
Another prize one was the Jobber Chamberlain versus Andy Pettit debate.
Yeah, the whole time. Andy Pettit is a starting pitcher.
Andy Pettit's a starting pitcher.
And the funny thing about that, though, was that Francesa was right about it.
Yes, but
he was right about what he was saying. It was just
I think it was funnier to get him mad during his show. That was
Well, also he's like he talks about like he's like anytime there's a prank call, he's like there's a blocker so you don't get there's a delay so you don't get on, but then the next caller mentions it. So like people called him up and were like defending Tom Brady during Deflategate was very funny too because he would like freak out. He was very anti Tom Brady.
So I was in the building for 2 weeks because I got hired at FAN and then I realized the pay was poor man's money, so I ran away. But I was in the building and they had the Memorial Mike Francesa Studios sign on the like he died. And I'm walking. I stopped and I took a picture of it. I said, "Never going to see this again," because I know he's going to come back at some point. But oh god, I don't remember now. But it was like a plaque. It was literally a plaque. It says, "These are the Mike Francesa Studios."
And he went back to work at the studio that was named after him.
Yeah, they didn't take the thing down. They kept it up as
the Mike Francesa app. You had to pay like $5 a month.
Oh, that app, which was such a nightmare.
I paid less for Apple Music.
Do you remember though? Like he was doing his app, and then he would do what was it? 30-minute show.
Yeah, and he farted on the air, and they got. Which, by the way, just on Deflategate, if I don't know, Nick, if you were able to find this, but it was before a Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl, so it is relevant. There's like a minute clip online of Sal Paolantonio talking about, if you could Google Sal Paolantonio Uggs, where he's talking about how Tom Brady is a spokesperson for Ugg boots. It's one of the funniest clips in the history of.
I love that poster.
Wait, it was on his show?
Yeah, it was on. There should be a video of it, but it was on the Herd, and he was like, Tom Brady was lying, and who does he want to sell Ugg boots to? Women, and women hate liars. Like he was literally.
I know what you're talking about because I remember the rant. But
was it Mark Brunell who started crying on the air?
Yes.
He was like, I just didn't believe what Tom Brady had to say. It was like, dude, he deflated the footballs like a little bit. He probably didn't even need.
Yeah, see, like there's so many of them. Like here's another one where Francesa tells his staff to calm down as he's coming out of break because apparently like they were running in circles like around the studio or whatever because they were
running in circles. What the hell is he talking about?
No. Like in the behind the glass, like they were panicking or whatever because his show was a nightmare to run. Come on,
I'm sure it was.
He was on air for what, 5 hours a day?
5.5.
Oh, 5.5. It was 1 to 6:30. Well, that was him and Mad Dog for 5.5 hours.
Himself, too.
By the way, I think Mad Dog by himself is way better than Francesa by himself ever was. Not even close.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
By the way, would you say Gio is probably the best impersonator of both Mike and Mad Dog?
No, Sour Shoes from the Howard Stern
Sour
Show.
Shoes is very good, too.
Okay, Sour Shoes.
Sour Shoes is up there.
Talk about someone who's
the best sports host, I would say.
By the way, you would think that Sour Shoes would have had an incredible career as like an impressionist, right? Like he's still living in his parents' house and hasn't grown up. That guy.
Another good one was somebody called him, I guess, Henrik Lundqvist. I don't know. Ben might know this better, but I guess Henrik Lundqvist won like 7 straight Game 7s or something. He was like really good at Game 7s. And someone called him and he was like, how would you rank Henrik Lundqvist's Game 7 streak versus the Undertaker streak at WrestleMania? That's how I hung up immediately.
Besides the Kings, though, you didn't get the Kings in the champion.
There's so many in here. Like there's one title here. Caller accuses WFAN's Mike Francesa of lifestyle issues.
Yes, that one's very cool.
That one's like 30 seconds. I probably could get away with playing that one, but I'll pull that up. Of course, I have to.
He drinks Diet Coke.
Well, I don't. Do you know the whole rap about how he was drinking the Diet Coke bottle without the wrapping around it, right?
No, what was the whole story about
probably.
So he was doing it for years, and then I think it was on Fox. When he was on FS1 simulcasting. Which, by the way, that's like putting Craig Carton on FS1 is a complete nightmare. But I saw it ripped off, and they said, "Oh yeah, no free ads for Diet Coke." So they made him rip it off, and it looked like alcohol sitting in an empty see-through soda bottle. But the lifestyle issues video is the funniest. I have that right here. Here we go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me go back to the beginning here.
If they don't get Lee, I mean, there's other guys like, Greinke's, to be a bad move. You're talking about guys like Matt Garza, therefore, I mean...
They were a whole level down.
Yeah, exactly. But when you talk about the Yanks in the minor leagues, they got the two catchers, Romaine and Montero.
Sure.
But they also got, say, for example, in Double-A in Trenton, Jeff Calvert with the nasty knuckle curveball, this kid Jeff Calvert. Guys like that is, we're talking lifestyle issue. Am I wrong?
With Lee?
Yeah, well, Jeff Calvert, Montero, they both got lifestyle issues.
What do you mean lifestyle issues?
Just what you're talking about. I think you have a lifestyle issue.
Oh, I don't know. What are you talking about? I mean, you're just being a fool now. I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
What would that be referring to?
That's great.
What, that he yells and screams at people? I don't know.
I don't know what about his lifestyle.
It's kind of a crazy thing to say.
Of course, it's a crazy thing to say. I think there was one where a guy said that he was setting a bad example for drinking Diet Coke.
Yes, there is one of those. But then you had when Michael Kay when his radio show took over for the simulcast on the Yes Network. First day. Do you remember what he did first day?
Yes, he dunked the Diet Coke in the garbage.
Full Diet Coke bottle. He took it and Don LaGreca, the co-host, held up the garbage can, and Kay put the full Diet Coke bottle in the garbage.
My question is, did they take it out of the garbage? It wasn't open.
That's gross.
No, I mean, you can still.
It wasn't open. It wasn't open. It was regular.
You saw in that clip that he strategically placed it like in front, like there was something covering, like the clip that you just showed when he was drinking Diet Coke.
Yeah.
How he put it down, it was like strategically hidden.
I don't understand why they did that though, because like at the time they didn't really have that much beef.
Because they don't know, they've had beef forever. They don't like each other.
It's mostly one-sided. It always comes from Kay.
No, but you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Kay has said it constantly. True. Kay has said that constantly he thinks he's better than everybody, which
of course, but
I don't know. I never was a big Francesa listener. I only listened when Mike and Dog were together. Really?
Well, wasn't there a feud between Michael Kay and Peter Rosenberg?
That was made up. It was made up.
Oh,
he texted him, "You're dead to me," and then Peter Rosenberg read on the air. But if you took it in full context, it was clearly a friendly. Like it was.
Yeah. And of course, because the New York Post had no content to fill its paper, they decided to make a story out of it.
It's probably like Evan Tiki, that stuff with Lou Gower.
Or when what was it? It was Tiki versus Ryan Clark. That whole feud on the air. Did you see that, Nick?
Ryan Clark is feuding with everybody.
Ryan Clark.
How feuds with everybody who has a brain.
How Ryan Clark still manages to work.
Cam Newton on First Take. There's been some stuff about Cam Newton recently on First Take.
Cam Newton thinks he should be back in the league because of Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
Cam Newton wouldn't survive in the NFL today.
By the way, earlier today
was he begging for money recently or something like that? He was saying that his lifestyle.
I'll stop.
And all that stuff.
Give me a break.
I mean, Cam Newton, like we were talking about, like going to horse racing events. Cam Newton is dressed every day like he's going to a horse race.
He's the guy for that.
Well, do you see he looks like a magician every time he walks into the first take.
I think he likes doing it too. He always talks about it. So,
well, yeah, that's his thing. That the camera always has to pan down every time
his
they show him.
nickname should be, instead of Superman, the Magician.
God!
Shout out to when a guy put a Cam Newton jersey on a Bear Bryant statue at Alabama. So then an Alabama fan responded with a rational response, which was to poison every single tree. And campus. You remember that?
Yeah, we'll find out. Got caught up in the middle.
To say he did
it.
That's great.
That's crazy. Oh man,
Cam Newton did freak out because someone called him Scam Newton, right?
Yeah,
was
at the like a kids camp or something, wasn't it?
No. What happened was no. I think it was because he stole somebody's laptop in college.
He did?
You don't know about this story?
Cam?
No. Look up Cam Newton laptop. It was when he was at Florida.
No, don't even Jameis Winston.
No, that's Crab Legs.
No, it was when he was at Florida. I don't know what he's talking about.
In 2008, while a backup quarterback at the University of Florida, Cam Newton was arrested for stealing a $1,700 laptop.
Oh,
from
I
another
found it.
student.
ESPN did a story on it in 2008.
He allegedly threw the stolen device out of his dorm window, which had his name written on it in paint.
Shit, $1,700. That's felony. That's more than felony.
That's
it is felony. I think $250 is felony.
But like, why would he? Like, everybody in college has a laptop. Why would you steal a laptop?
Well, I didn't know a laptop could be $1,700.
Oh, definitely could be $700. But
oh yeah.
I mean, it's not that bad. There's certain point guards for Notre Dame who have stolen their roommates' credit cards and then gotten national radio shows.
I remember that.
Dougie credit cards.
Remember Rico Bosco called him Doug Gottlieb, and he was like,
"Yes,
the Clippers will be able to steal this series, considering your history of stealing things."
That led to a whole feud when, what was it, a couple of years ago when Gottlieb went on a show with Rico on Barstool, and Doug was just like owning him left and right. Like,
well, Doug Gottlieb, I think, is like 1-50 at Green Bay. His teams are horrible too. He's like the worst coach.
Dude, I saw that like he was stepping down, and then I saw
the radio show
stepping down from his head coaching
his radio
job.
show, so he could focus on coaching.
He was 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern on Fox Sports Radio Monday through Friday, and he was traveling with the radio show everywhere he was going. Can you imagine trying to do a national radio show every day and trying to coach?
No.
Well, but to be fair, there's more guys on Green Bay's bench than there were listening to Fox Sports Radio.
Well, that's true. You're right. Who did they replace him now with? Oh, Stu Gatz from the Levitard show. That's right.
Yeah. Well, he's I like Stu Gatz.
I do too.
I am pro Stu.
I mean, Boston radio will be good for the next 2 weeks too.
It will be,
because I know Mike Felger hates the Patriots.
Oh,
he's the most popular radio host in Boston.
Nick, can you do me a favor and go to, if you have 98.5 the Sports Hub Twitter page?
Yeah,
basically on Felger and Maz, Jim Murray pretty much called before the game on Sunday Boston about our fan base. Apparently, because because the team's playing a lot better this year. Like, you got to just see the clip. It's just complete like.
Do you remember how long ago it was?
Oh, it was this past week. Hold on, let me try.
They probably have a ton of clips up right now, though.
Well, we still have one to play, which Nick asked me to pull too.
You pull that one up first, and then I'll try to find.
Wait, which clip do you want to play?
Well, I have
Smith?
I got to get that one. I have it sitting on my desktop, but I have the Kardashian one. If you want to do that.
So Kim Kardashian has not been to a Laker game in 2 years now?
Yeah, that's what she claimed.
Player that I think got traded to the Lakers, Luka. There was like an fake tweet or comment on Instagram. I don't know where it came from, but it was like, "Hi, you're coming to LA. I want to learn
from you
Slovakian or whatever language."
Do you know what AI
Who
is?
knows? And then there was either, I don't know if he really thought it was me and then he replied.
No.
Or if it was like a fake reply. I don't know at this
Okay.
point, but mine was so fake.
Okay.
And it looks like I'm hitting on this guy. I haven't gone to a Laker game since.
You hit
Rob
on
sent
everybody.
stop because of that. Rob sent me.
Not really because of that.
Nick, I sent it to you on your Facebook, by the way, the clip.
Okay.
But also, the funny thing about that clip is that the Luka Doncic tweet or whatever that she's the fake response, it was rejecting her. She was like, "I want to learn Slovenian," and then he says, "No, please don't."
It was
Slovakian in the most Kardashian way.
it was clearly AI. Clearly.
I mean, doesn't Kim Kardashian know that most of the public understands that Luka Doncic would not be her type? So hey,
Yeah.
First of all, for your own good as an NBA player, you shouldn't date a Kardashian. It tanks your career every time you do.
This is true.
Go ask James Harden. Go ask Lamar Odom. Go ask Reggie Bush. I mean,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. I think I have the clip. Oh, that's not the right button. Hold on.
Lamar Odom had it bad.
Well, he went to brothel. He was. That was the right moment, and I didn't have the sound clip ready for it. Where is it? I'll get back to that in a second. Hold on. I'm trying to do a million things at once here. Here we go.
Here you go.
Look, I get it's been a while since the Patriots have been in a position like this, AFC Championship game, knocking on the door of a Super Bowl appearance. But it seems to me like a good chunk of the fan base, at least based on calls this week, my dopey buddies on my usual text chain, even one of our sales guys, Brett, big Pats fan, we chatted with a few minutes before the show, have all kind of lost their usual Pats fan arrogance that everyone would usually have in these spots back in the heyday of the 20 years of dominance and 6 titles. What the hell happened to you people? And your balls, did they all shrink up? They're shrinking up because what? Ooh, you got to go to Denver. And I get it. 0-4 there in the playoffs for the Patriots all time. But need I remind you that a second-year phenom quarterback and his team went into scary Denver 20 years ago and destroyed the Denver Broncos. It was Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you don't think this team and this second-year phenom quarterback can do that? So what? Do you now not believe in Drake May? Do you not believe in Mike Vrabel? And then what?
This guy's not even a
backup might do? Ooh.
What? No, what he's saying is right though, because it's pro. I think it's what he's saying is low key pro Patriot fans, because I think he's proving that Patriot fans are smarter than to know that this team is not as good. The Patriots are arrogant because that team was amazing with Tom Brady and Gronkowski and Edelman. Patriot fans are probably not as confident because this is not as good a team as that was.
Yeah, that was a different time.
By the way, this is the sound I was looking for.
Did you mean to play that sound?
That's the one I meant to play. Yes, I was going to play that. Yes,
I was. We have the Stephen A. Smith sound.
Yes, right here.
He's a raw pain in the ass.
No, he's talking about the clip, right?
No, the clip.
Oh, I'm not paying attention. Hold on, talk because I have to get it.
Stephen A. Smith has another embarrassing gaffe, almost as bad as the Hunter Henry one.
That was pretty bad, actually. Just keep talking because I got to get it up. Hold on.
Well, it's maybe not quite that as bad because at least he wasn't talking about a player, but this is a pretty bad one, I think.
I wish I had space to put the clip in. All right, keep talking because I got to work through it.
You can delete something.
Yeah, just keep talking because I got to find a space for it.
All right, yeah. So Stephen A. Smith, basically another Hunter Henry moment, talking about the Patriots. Basically, he's talking about a coach that hasn't coached all year, saying he's done a great job.
Okay, I got it now.
There it is.
Is a defense that Jarrett Stidham has to go up against. There is a brother coaching that defense, Terrell Williams. We ain't mentioned him all year long. Reunited with Mike Vrabel, used to be with him in Tennessee. This man has done a hell of a job with a defense that's ranked top 5 in the National Football League. Okay, because we gonna give brothers credit on this show, and that brother's doing his thing. And the thing about
that's it. That's pretty bad.
That is just
the brothers.
I think that here's my thing. Television is so heavily produced and prepared for in advance. How do none of his producers say to him he hasn't coached all year? Do they not have a fact checker anywhere?
There has to be a fact checker for something like that.
Or did he just go off on his own? Maybe
you know what?
He did that.
You know why? Because they want to make dopey clips. Because you know what it is? ESPN now likes it when they make dopey, dumb shit moments. Because ESPN said, "Oh, look, we're getting attention for first take."
You know what, though? I don't think they do that on purpose. I don't think they want that. I think they're just incompetent.
Just remember, he's the executive producer now of First Take. So everything that goes,
and he
so
effectively was for a long time.
Well, he's got the title. So basically, anyone who comes on the show, anything he wants, it's basically King Stephen A. Basically, kowtow to Stephen A.
Look, I think his guest list is pretty good.
I like when Mad Dog's on with him, though. That's the best.
Mad Dog is the best one. I think they're all good guests. I think most of them.
I think when Mad Dog does the rant sometimes about random things that happen to him, like if he's going through an airport, and then when he takes over Stephen A's A list and he does his own list, I always think that list is great too. Which?
Drew Brees has done the Stephen A list too. There was
that's right.
Right when he first came on, like he was like, "Yeah, no, I don't agree with that."
I don't know. That show is so downhill. It's a terrible watch. Speaking of First Take, did you see Molly Qerim's now back doing
not on First Take though?
Not on First Take, but she was on the UFC 324 card on Paramount Plus. They brought her in to do that.
Yeah.
So now she's the lead host, apparently. I wonder if that's going to be a full-time gig. By the way, I don't blame her for leaving. Do you really want to be a professional babysitter for Stephen A. Smith Monday through Friday?
I mean, she's been doing it for a long time, and she probably wanted a role at ESPN, probably a little bit better than being a moderator.
The rumor was that she was coming off the show at the end of the year regardless, even if she was still there.
Yeah.
By the way, I think and she was bitching about money, apparently, also. Like, I think she was making good money. Like, 300,000, 400,000, which most of us would kill to make.
Well, no, that's not good money for somebody in her position. She deserves more than that.
No, I'm not saying she doesn't. She deserves a lot more being the host of that show. But can you imagine if we bitched and moaned about making $300,000 or $400,000 a year?
Yeah. Although, you know what? In her position, though, I can't blame her because I think she deserves way more.
Well, I'm not debating that. She should have made a ton more because she had to deal with Stephen A. every single day.
But not even because of that, but people in TV make a lot of money. I mean, Stephen A. Smith makes probably $10 million a year. He gets paid more than most athletes do.
So between the serious gigs and ESPN, last number I saw was $37 million.
Yeah.
Which is insane. He's an athlete. He's an athlete's salary.
$37 million. Jesus.
And that's between the two. Well, because now he's got a political show at Sirius XM. Because can someone tell me for the life of me who asked for that show?
Yeah, well, the funny thing, though, is that, like, Stephen A. Smith really knows how to talk about politics better than anybody else does.
Yeah.
Because he is interesting.
Well, that's true.
If he's wrong, he is interesting. Nobody else is interesting.
By the way, you notice that ESPN has a hard rule on no politics on the air, but he's the only one that's allowed.
Well, he's not really allowed to do politics on the air. He does it on his own. That's the difference.
But he doesn't get in trouble for doing it.
Well, no, but there's a difference between doing it on your own and doing it on the air, on ESPN airwaves. There's
I'm saying on ESPN airwaves, he was talking politics, and they didn't reprimand him for it.
I don't remember him ever talking politics on ESPN airwaves when ESPN had the rule in place. The only one who did actually was Ryan Clark.
Ugh, Ryan Clark.
And that's like his whole existence.
I wish Ryan Clark would just disappear, to be quite honest. Like, well, and I mean, I don't mean that the way that sounded.
No. He is just, he's such an absolute idiot. Remember, he had like a weird feud with RG3 about Angel Reese, and he brought up that RG3's wife is white.
Yeah, that was very odd. Like, very, like, and didn't he have to like apologize? Like,
he did. He has to apologize all the time.
And I heard him doing an interview with Levitard, actually, of all people, and he was complaining that he's not understood. I'm like, dude, the reason you're not understood is because you say dumb shit about everybody.
Yeah. He's not misunderstood, though. Like, he says things that are very clear and then says, I was misunderstood.
I mean, I find it funny when athletes say they're not understood. I'm like, no, you're understood. Like, you're an athlete.
Fully understood. I mean, Ryan Clark was actually he was on First Take a lot when he was still a player.
I forgot also, Callan brought it up. He also wanted to tackle Peter Schrager. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, he pulled the whole, like, you never played card on him.
I hate when former athletes do that, by the way. Oh, well, you were not in my shoes, so you can't have an opinion on this play or that play. That, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of when you guys had to do a film room study for Big Blue Avenue.
Yeah, for R&P. Yeah, I remember film study. I'd rather do Bible study.
Remember, he said, "Oh, if you don't do film study, like, you can't be on the show."
Wow.
I was like,
completely. Nobody wants film study from podcasters.
No,
only analysts.
Yeah, only analysts. Like,
even a lot of analysts, people don't want to hear from.
By the way, I tried sitting through that first episode, and I almost went and took up drinking instead. It was that bad, and I'm not a drinker really, but
1925 New York Giants podcast.
Yeah, and the two guys are like 10 years older than he is.
Well, here's the thing: I saw that on their social media.
They changed it. Yeah.
Well, no. I'm saying when CJ Stroud played the way he did against after the Patriots Texans game, they posted a picture of CJ Stroud with like Dak Prescott's face on it. And I was just like, I've never seen Dak Prescott play that bad. But like, it doesn't even make any logical sense. That meme. I mean, Dak Prescott's a much better player than CJ Stroud.
I agree.
If anything, if Dak Prescott has a bad game, you would put CJ Stroud's face on him. It makes no sense.
I never said it was logical. Let's put it that way.
Did you see? They put the when the Niners lost last week, they put the Jordan cry face on the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yes.
That meme is like fucking 10 years old.
It's such an old meme. Like, come on.
It's still going strong, though.
Oh,
That
yeah.
meme, they use that on everything. That's funny. The Golden Gate Bridge.
That is so old.
I mean, he does do a lot of old things.
Yeah.
Well, but they also they like Nick will attest this too. Also, like all of his show is he just literally like sucks the dick of everyone that's involved with the Giants.
Oh my God.
DiMartino one time said it on a show we did there that the Giants are a losing franchise at the moment, and he like freaked out in the comment section, which is an accurate representation. The Giants have a good history, but right now they're the worst franchise in the NFL. So he's really upset about it.
John,
at the time, yeah.
John will appreciate this. So I was appearing on shows over there before I got banned, like Live Golf banned PGA Tour players. And I was talking about Kyrie Irving and the whole COVID because he wouldn't get the vaccine. And he wrote me a message the size of like a journal entry and said, "You're not allowed to talk COVID. You're not allowed to talk religion, politics," which I don't know where religion and politics came from because I never did that. But he's like, I don't want it. It's a serious topic, and we shouldn't talk about Kyrie Irving and COVID.
That's crazy.
He freaked out on someone in a group. This is a true story. He freaked out on someone on a group text, and I think they lost their show because the guy said that Daniel Jones was at fault for a loss.
Yeah,
Literally freaked out on the guy. Told him to
Nick,
go fuck himself.
Nick, you want to talk about true bias? Tom Scavetta with the Giants.
Yeah, well, it was Paul because, and then eventually, he told him to fuck off, and he said, "But here's what happened. He had an Instagram assignment." He had an Instagram assignment because you see, at the time we had Instagram assignments for the whole network.
You realize how stupid that you and I used to talk about that all the time too, and I'd be like, "What?" Like you said, "Oh, I have an Instagram assignment." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
All you did was just post stories about things that happened that anybody could have found themselves anyway.
And you had to do stories also, right? Did you? Do
That was
stories?
mostly what it was.
And like I remember like the lines were so small because there were so many Instagram stories, and I'm like, I'm like scrolling, and I'm like, this is like 500 Instagram stories. I didn't even know that was allowed at all.
Yeah, it was really stupid.
But I don't know. But
one time he actually not only did he put the kibosh on the Brian Flores story, which was the biggest story in sports, let alone for the Giants. He also actually originally banned talking about the Juwan Howard fight.
So I was
Wisconsin assistant coach.
So I was filling in on R&P with Hank, and this was the week that the whole Brian Flores situation happened. So I said to him, I said, "Oh, Brian Flores, huge topic. That should be at the top of the list." "Oh, sorry, we can't talk about it."
Can't talk about it. It's like the biggest story of the week, and you couldn't talk about it.
And then the worst part is he said to me, "Oh, well, he has to approve all my topics that I do on the show."
Who's he?
Tom.
Oh, wait. Who said that?
Hank.
Oh, Hank said that. Okay.
He said he told me every week, if I'm filling in, I have to submit my topics for the entire show before I can go on air with it. Can you imagine if I ever said that here?
I actually I remember I prepared for my entire show. I put all the graphics together and everything just to have to redo it because I couldn't talk about Brian Flores.
Oh my god!
I actually originally called the episode "The Wrong Brian."
That's actually good
because Bill Belichick texted the wrong Brian. That's exactly how it happened.
Oh,
that was that. Oh, right. That was the whole Giants thing, right? Yeah.
That's exactly how it happened. Belichick, in the most boomer moments, triggered an entire lawsuit against the NFL.
But it just, when he said, "Oh, you can't talk Brian Flores," I literally said to Hank, "I'm not doing the show."
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Or you can't talk Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving was a big story.
Well, so I went on 3&D, which was here at one point, and Paul messaged me afterwards and said, "That was a great conversation about Kyrie Irving, but I got in trouble for us having the conversation."
Was it the anti-Semitism that he was in trouble for? Was it that?
No, it was the COVID vaccine conversation.
Oh.
And I'm like, God, like it was the biggest story in the sports world for.
Yeah, you can't. Like at some point, you can't be afraid of everything.
I mean,
does that happen a lot? Like, was that just the one topic, or did you have other situations
all
like
the time. It was every little thing. It was every little thing at this network.
That's why I kind of, and I don't mean this in an ego way, I rescued Nick from R&D because I said, just come over here and do whatever show you want. And the whole joke of the contract thing was the most hilarious thing you and I had. Where he didn't let you take your show name.
I was like, whatever.
Fine.
Which if he was going to recreate it, I would have said, okay, fine, but they didn't recreate it.
But it has you in the graphic.
Yeah, exactly. It had me in the graphic, but even if they wanted to change it around, I'd say, okay, fine, but they didn't. So in that case, just allow me to have it.
I remember when he said, "Oh, you can't." He tried to ban you and Hank and everybody from being on network here. I'm like,
yeah, he banned everybody here except Johnny.
And I'm like, and you kept saying like, "Oh, well, you don't pay me, but you can't stop me from going other places."
Yeah, I mean, like he can, but I could just leave because there's nothing attached to it. Like, why would I care?
John, that would be like as a comedian, like if a place said to you, "Oh, well, we're stopping you from going other places," and
some clubs do that.
Some clubs do that.
Bananas does that. They say if you work here, you can't work anywhere within like a certain radius.
Wait, is that paid though or no?
Yeah, but if you work though, that makes more sense.
It's a little different because it's paid, but they don't. But it's within a certain radius of clubs in New Jersey where they say you can't work at these clubs.
Oh no, I'm literally saying like that they allow you to show up to do open mics.
Like if you did an open mic night.
And then they say, "Oh, well, we gave you a bunch of open mics. You can't go to this club, this club, this club over here."
I don't think any clubs in the city do that.
There was a club that I played at last night called the Stoned Dojo. It's in Tom's River.
Yeah,
and
I'm aware.
The owner was telling me that since they became the Stoned Dojo, there's a place called the Dojo in Morris Plains.
Yeah,
and
I've been there.
They were trying to like sue them sort of because you can't use their name. And then the guy at the Stone Dojo told me they don't even own Dojo. Like that's not even like an own proprietary. So what they were doing was the Dojo was not letting comics perform there if they played at the Stone Dojo. So I said, so what happened? Did you lawyer up? He goes, I talked to my lawyer. The guy told me this last night. We're hanging out. He says, my lawyer said, he goes, listen, we can fight this or we can call their bluff. And it was a bluff. Nothing happened. So like there's still comics from the Stone Dojo in Tom's River who will gladly play at the dojo in Morris Plains.
It's a gig for them.
Of course.
There's actually a lot. There's some really big comics that perform at the Stone, not the Stone Dojo, the dojo comedy in Morris Plains.
Yeah,
they have some really, really big shows there.
And then, go on.
I don't go there a lot because it's a pain in the ass to get there. But
I don't know. I just find it funny how people think, "Oh, well, you're exclusive." Okay, well, if you're paying, then fine. Like,
it's different when you're not paying. But the thing is, these clubs, they don't. It might not be worth it to you because they don't pay a lot. It might be better off just being able to work everywhere else except that one place.
You know what the funny part is? So, like, you've come to me before, or like other people come to me before and say, like, are you gonna get mad at me if I like make a guest appearance on the podcast? No. Like,
yeah, no.
How stupid of me would that be? Oh, I'm going to risk losing my shows or my hosts over someone want to make a guest appearance on a podcast? Like,
well, he almost axed my show because he thought I was in Atlantic City.
We're way over time now, but
that was a pretty crazy thing. And actually, it turned out like that the viewership on that podcast, I did it with Liam, was amazing. We had like close to 1,000 views, and he deleted it.
Well, that's John doesn't know that story either. So the show would go live on Facebook Live, and I don't know, did it go live on YouTube or no?
Yeah. No, it was pre-recorded.
Okay, so what would happen is after the show would air on Facebook Live and all that stuff, he would go on YouTube and delete it after it was
delete it
at each time. So because I said to Nick, "Where's all the archive for the show?" Oh, he deleted it.
I mean, the show still exists, but in audio form.
Yeah, but why would you get rid of the video platform? That's going to do more views than the audio is going to do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, what was the name of the show again? Out of Bounds?
Out of Line.
Out of Line.
The truth is, I could just make that a segment.
You probably should, just for the sake of it.
I probably could just make that a segment and just call it Out of Line. I don't know what that segment would be called. In fact, Unnecessary Wagers, that dates back to maybe even the Tricks and Picks days.
Oh, wow. I remember that.
It may even date back to that. At least certainly Out of Line days. Like Unnecessary Wagers is just the segment is older than the podcast.
And I just remember like you had to get graphics done for each show.
Yes, it was a pain in the ass.
And then like if there was stuff in the corners, he would bitch and moan about that too.
He would take issues with, or if like this thing is cut off at the top a little bit, it was a huge pain in the ass.
You know what? It is what it is. And now he's down to one show because everybody freaking left him.
Everybody left.
I think their best show was what was it called? Four Corners?
The wrestling show.
Well, I shouldn't say best show, but it had a lot of views. But it took them about 30 minutes to start talking wrestling when they would talk every other sport.
Yeah. Wow. Some of our shows actually had really, really good viewership.
They did. I remember because I used to see the views, but you know what? It is what it is. All right. It's 12:20. We've been sitting here for almost 2.5 hours.
Look, I'll stay longer, but the problem is I have to take a piss, so
I got to shovel.
I think everybody else has to go, though, don't they?
We got a lot of people watching, 150 live watchers.
Yeah.
We just got to figure out a way to do this, get this live on TikTok.
So I did look into it, but like I told you, the stupid RTMP nonsense, you actually have to keep like the platform open somewhere on a phone or a computer. Like whoever figures out how to simulcast TikTok without having to open it, like these platforms will make a lot of money.
Wait, why can't you just open it though?
No, I'm saying like it would have to be open on my phone sitting next to me. Like,
oh, okay.
And that's annoying because then it's on delay and all that nonsense. And so trust me, you're right. If we could get this on TikTok, I think it would blow up. I think a lot of shows would blow up if we had TikTok as a simulcasting option.
Yeah. TikTok is the best for our shows.
I have to shovel. I gotta go outside and shovel fucking 4 feet of snow right now.
That's all right. I shoveled about 1.5 feet already.
It's horrible. I hate snow. It's the worst thing ever.
You're right. Unless you're 12 years old, you can't really have fun and stuff. Well, my niece and nephew, like, there's a big hill over by one of the schools we have over here. So, like, they're going to go over and sled. But they're 7 and they're 8 and almost 6. So I think I think they're allowed.
Right on.
All right. So we got to get going. I got to take a piss. Right. We'll be back. We'll be back next. Yeah, follow us at the ETB Lounge on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We'll be back next week, either Saturday or Sunday. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Make sure you catch Lounge on Monday.
Yes,
tomorrow now
night,
today.
The regular ETB Lounge with Callan.
Yeah,
is going to be on, and so see you guys next week.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
See you next week.